Warning. The following program contains scenes which may offend some viewers. Others may experience mild discomfort, nagging backache, post-nasal drip, and delirium, followed by rapid heartbeat, swelling of the nose, throat, and abdomen, and loss of facial hair. Repeated viewing of this tape may result in the loss of one's bodily functions, redistribution of facial features, premature baldness, and a difficulty in forming simple sentences. So, if you're seriously considering a rewarding, challenging career as a lawn ornament, this is the show for you.
So I told the lady, if it wasn't for the horse, I would have never made it through my first year of college. And that's kind of where we left it.
Okay.
I don't know. Hey everybody, welcome to Grown Man Record Night. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. In tune and on time, of course. You know this is the place to be.
I just got here.
Steve just got here.
Just got here.
This hat's looking weird on my head, but it is like, it's literally 4 years old.
Yeah?
Yeah. You see what it says?
Any wife
No.
has...
My wife.
My wife has a drinking problem. Me. Nice.
This is my dad's hat from like 1985. Like the ropey things falling off of it and everything.
Where did you
But,
get
yeah.
that?
A convenience store, Jay, probably. I'm guessing.
He saw it and said, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's funny. My grandpa had that's how a lot of you Yankees say it. Grandpa, grandma, and grandpa. People are stupid that aren't from here. But he had a bunch of hats like that, like hung around the house that had like sayings on them.
Yeah.
Smith and Wesson beats 4 aces. Shit like that. Which is fucking solid. That's solid stuff. Whoa. Who clicked that? Yeah, what's wrong with Jay's knee? He get hit with a softball. Jay's got a place on his knee.
Place on his knee.
He's got a place.
We'll start selling average.
Right above the knee.
Yeah. I mean, I could make assumptions about why there's some scuffing or marks on top of Jay's knee, but we won't go down that road right now. I don't feel that that's appropriate. Steve just got back from a show. You just did a show right now.
I did. It was a Duran Duran tribute. That's why I'm wearing the Sailor Boy hat shirt.
I don't get that, but
Well, if you look at the early pictures, it was a collarless shirt.
there was like a thing for them.
I couldn't find a collarless shirt, so I just went and bought this one. But yeah, had a little, jacket over it, whole nine.
Did you take your jacket off?
Had a headband that I cut up one of our towels. I made a headband because I didn't go to the length of buying a decent headband.
Length.
So anyway,
Were you
it
tired?
was a lot of fun.
A good show?
Good show.
How long are those Vagabond shows?
We got another show tomorrow night.
Oh, you're doing two? They do two? They always do two Vagabonds?
We're doing 4 shows.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What are you fucking Ringling Brothers? Jesus Christ.
No, the show we did tonight was scheduled for a couple weeks ago, but it got postponed because of COVID.
Right.
So this was a makeup show Then tomorrow night's a show. Next Saturday, and then I think in early.
Were they always this spaced out, or was it supposed to be Bam Bam Bam?
They were always the spaced out.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's cool.
It was fun.
Did it wear you out?
Nah.
So when y'all play again?
Jay. You know, I had this. I've been having this reoccurring dream. You speaking of being tired, I've been having this reoccurring dream where I'm a muffler, like underneath a car,
Yeah.
like a hot ass burning muffler,
Right.
which is really getting old. I really hate this dream because what ends up happening is I wake up exhausted. Murph said the last time Steve showed up in costume, he looked like the meth head version of Gordon's Fisherman.
I think he's right. That's when I popped in the
window. Yeah. That was a weird.
That was the
fucking
Rolling
night.
Stones show.
That was a weird night.
Yeah, Jay's got his 85 Jordans on.
What are they called, Jay? Off-whites. The off-whites. Hold them up. Let people see the off-whites. Come on. You got to flex on them a little bit. Yeah. Good times. We got a big time show tonight, folks. Got some monster VCLT. And actually, we've got a crazy dig of the week story. Did you bring the crazy dig of the week thing?
I brought a couple of things that are crazy.
And stuff that I found that I actually got back out in a not record store, got back to the roots today and hit like 3 or 4 Goodwills and or thrift stores, and actually kind of licked up a little bit and felt good about it. Like it gave me that old school, like back when I worked in news, hitting a bunch of thrift store kind of vibe. It was perfect. It was an awesome Friday. Not to mention that, got some VCLT that Aaron Griffin sent that we already played on the damn show at his request. And a package from Nebulous Prowler, also in the mail, because you guys are psychopath fucking maniacs. We got to talk about some other stuff. Also, me being that of 2-4 Witch, Monday, the fiance and I met Aaron Griffin over at the Elder Show in Raleigh.
Oh, that's right.
Fan-fucking-tastic. What an absolute... I don't know if I've ever heard a band that tight. And this is the first time I've gotten back into a like an actual show. It's probably been since 2019. I'm gonna say it's been a long time. And it was kind of weird. Like there were parts of it I did not enjoy. A lot of people and stuff. And I'm not really used to that at all anymore. And I think for the first time in my life, I felt like the old guy at the club. Like literally like the first time. But there were a lot of old cats there. A lot of like white beard guys. I mean, lots of that. But I think for the first time, I felt like out of place, like at a club. Like for me, it was palpable. Could have been a cookie thing.
I was going to say
there was a cookie thing,
No.
but it was when it got past that. Number one, it was good to see Aaron, and then the Elder was so fucking good.
Did you hit the record store there?
It was closed, but not to mention there was 250, 300 people there. That would have been a clusterfuck anyway. But I will say for that record, this place is called the Poorhouse in Raleigh, North Carolina. They list their entire inventory on their website, by the way, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, it was a cool show. And a Monday night, I got a video. I should have. I'll figure out a way to put this video in. because it's kind of crazy. Hold up. So, Steve, tell us more about this show tonight. What was up with that?
It was basically a 40th anniversary of Rio, which they waited till the second set to do. I didn't have any songs on Rio tonight, but I did 3 songs. I opened the show with Planet Earth off the first album, and I also sang
Hey, Rachel, what's going on?
Is There Something I Should Know off the first album. And then the last song in the first set, I killed it with Girls on Film,
Oh, okay.
which is killer.
So how many songs total do you have?
I only did 3 tonight. I
3 tonight?
I only have 2 tomorrow night.
2 tomorrow night.
But then a week later, I might have like 5.
Oh, okay.
So it's a smaller group of singers. Like Vagabond Saints is a core group. It's a core band, and they invite guest singers from other bands to come up.
It's a
and
pretty
sing.
interesting thing. It's kind of unique to Winston-Salem, or
Yeah.
it's a triad in general.
It's a double D thing.
Central North Carolina kind of thing, where they pick an album and kind of spotlight and bring some of the bigger players in the area to come in and like guest on different songs and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. It's kind of an ongoing like music project in the area, which is cool.
Yeah.
Brings kind of the, some people are good for this, other people have no business being on this thing, so they bring these other guys in, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, man. But yeah, good times.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to bring this thing in, but anyway, I'll bring it in later. I forgot I shot a funny video leaving the show on Monday. I will say the show turned. I went from like feeling really awkward and out of place to just like having a blast, and like honestly, I won't say this. I've never been around that many people in that condition before. I'll say that.
You're out of your element.
I was out of my element. Normally, when I'm in that condition, I'm around 2-3 people tops. Usually, it's me with headphones on. So it was a unique experience, which was fun. And I came to the conclusion, like, people are fucking weird, man. Like, I'm just like looking at people and be like, man, you're weird, bro. Meanwhile, I'm the guy like posted up in the corner, like a goddamn psychopath. Be like, oh, that dude's weird. Like, yeah, that dude's weird. But anyway, crazy shit, man. Let me see what else we got going on here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, the Elder Show. More stuff about the Elder Show. I did pick up some stuff at the show, and some stuff was given to me at the show. But like I was saying, one of the tightest bands I've ever heard in my life. Aside from the drugs and alcohol and whatnot, the band was incredibly tight. And I had one of those moments that, as much as I felt like the old dude of the show for a lot of it, at the very end, I was pissed they didn't play Sanctuary, which is my favorite song. And then they went off, and then they came back, and they played Sanctuary for the encore. And I was like, ah! It was like one of those moments. So that gave me a little youthful kick in the dick, if you will. Will you?
If you want it.
But yeah. It was good, though. It was good. But thank you, Rachel. Yeah, give the live stream a like. Trigger that algorithm, baby. What the hell else was I going to say? You kind of threw me for a loop. I didn't know you were going to be here. I thought we were going to be doing. I thought we were going to be doing a whole different thing.
Yeah.
We got a package to open. We got some other stuff from the show to talk about.
Also, I think Scotty Strychnine sent you.
Oh yeah, you got a package from Scotty Strychnine. I put it to the side. He said he wasn't going to be here this week, but he said feel free to go ahead and open it whenever you get a chance. For those of you that missed it last week, over there, one of the most thoughtful packages of VCLT. Did you see that?
Yeah.
What he sent? The 45s that were almost exclusively from game show host. So there was a fucking Bob Eubanks 45, which is about smoking cigarettes, by the way. There was a 45 from Gene Rayburn from the Match Game. There's one from Chuck Woolery in there. A Richard Dawson. I mean, Dick Clark.
Crazy collection.
Yeah, that was that's very thoughtful, and you gotta know us to know that shit. Fuck, I was gonna say something else. I got all sidetracked.
I think you wanted to do a shot.
You know why I wanted to do a shot? Sons of bitches. Let me tell you guys something. We've had some OG homies around us. This is our 10th year live, Steve. I don't know if you remember. But we started 10 years ago. And one of the dudes that's been around for some of the longest time is our pal Merv. We've seen Merv as a broadcast engineer working in the transmitter towers like overnight. And that's how we started watching the show all the way through retirement. Now he actually kind of moved to our area, like from up north, which is crazy. Sort of lives close to us. Retiree now, big chillin', but celebrating number 71 tonight. Our pal Merv, boom. And I came up with a little something that I think was kind of stereotypical Merv right
I like
here.
the pillow.
Yeah.
The whole bed steak.
The whole bed is Steakums. Oh, miss you with the 100 biddies. Thank you so much. But yeah, Steakums and Shivas is kind of Merv's jam, and that's you drop another 100, miss you. Holy shit, another 100 biddies. Miss you, the psychomaniac over here. How much to start a hype train? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we gotta do a shot for Merv. I switched shot glasses. I went to Keep Austin Weird shot glass.
What was your shot glass?
Just grab it, Jay. Take a shot. Oh no, Jay's gotta
the
go
Fireball?
wash it out. Jay's gotta go wash it out.
Shut the fuck up.
Because vodka doesn't sterilize shit.
Shut up.
What are you drinking, Steve?
I bought a Fireball.
Fireball. I'm drinking my standard business, low carb city. This hat's kind of hurting my head. Should I wine bender it and flip up the?
To Merv.
To Merv,
Merv the man.
our pal Merv. Just a many more, homie.
71 more. Anybody can live to their 142 would be Merv.
That's a quote of the night. If anybody can live to their 142, it would be Merv. Because Jay said, hope you live 71 more. That's some quick math from Jay right there. I'm going to be honest with you.
Come on, man.
I would initially say math is probably not Jay's forte, but that's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. We don't have a tape playing, Jay. Can you find us a tape?
Hey, I officially met your guy Ford today.
Ford,
That's a
Ford
that's
Hatchet?
That's an off-stream conversation, Jay. I'm switching hats. I'm going
When
pet.
you come up to me, what like
The ice at the ice rink.
That's. I think,
I
folks.
went like, oh,
Jay's messed up.
oh.
I'm just going to go ahead and say that Jay's kind of messed up. I don't have a whole lot for like news and headline stuff this week. I'm trying to trim that stuff down.
King Diamond announced he's
King Diamond's doing his first U.S. tour.
North
North
American show in 11 years.
North American show in 11 years. And we talked about, he did the first show in a long time, fairly recently, and I actually watched some video of that, and it was pretty goddamn fantastic, I'm going to be honest with you.
Because he sleeps in a coffin
Dude,
during
it's
the day.
that, it was so good. Like, to be, that's a very high register.
He's got a good back end.
Like, to be doing that as that age, and was killing it. Absolutely killing it. Oh, no, I did want to say, I saw our pal Eddie Perez earlier this week, kind of reminded me of this. Eddie's a great, underrated VC channel, by the way. I mean, we're the warmest stream in the VC. Don't get it wrong. We're the warmest stream, but Eddie's got a good stream too. He's been doing some stuff, and Eddie needs some more subs because he plays some good records. He's right in our wheelhouse. Plays a lot of stoner stuff, a lot of psychedelic stuff. He's a soundtrack guy, but he was playing like middle of the day the other day. It was like a I can't read that, Jay. I can't read that.
Look at you, Jay.
No. He was playing the new Boris record. So Boris comes out with a new record. I think it may have dropped last week or something, but I don't know. But it popped up on my list for
I
this
saw
week.
that.
It's called Heavy Rocks. Now, the interesting thing about this, I have actually right up here. I'll show you something. I ain't scared to get up. Just fucking show you.
Still hit me.
So, you can't see because of the. I mean, but what's that record called?
Heavy Rocks.
It's called Heavy Rocks. This is the Heavy Rocks from 2011, and there's one from even further back. So it's this thing that Boris kind of, who runs the gamut. If you guys don't know Boris, they're a Japanese band. They do a lot of. They've been very sludgy. They're very big like Melvins and Sun fans. So a lot of things are droney and sludgy, but at times they're kind of punky, and then they get super weird and noisy and like. But then there's a record where they're like, it's kind of like a synth pop, kind of like kind of an anomaly type record, you know what I mean? And but throughout the course, there have been 3 records, including the one today, that they're all titled Heavy Rocks.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a series for them, which is pretty interesting that they've decided. It's interesting, and I kind of get it. It also kind of pisses me off. Like, dude, call it Heavy Rocks 2 or 3. Give me a fucking break, will you? But yeah, this is the one that came out, according to me, today. Maybe it was last week, but brand new. And I've listened to a good bit of this. And thanks to Eddie, I heard quite a bit of it the other day. And
so, would you rename it like this one's called Leopard Print? Like, you know, there's 3. There's 3 Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, I was going to say
Peter Gabriel. You call it Melting Man,
Melt.
Car, and
regular people call it Melt. I call it Melty Face.
Scratchy or whatever.
I call it Melty Face.
Melty Face.
No, it's Melt. I'm like, no, it's Melty Face. I like to call it Melty Face. I'm missing all the chat because I can't read very well at the moment. Got some love for Boris in here. King Diamond toured in 2019. Do you mean Merciful Fate? Maybe it's Merciful Fate. Are you telling me Jay made a mistake, Vance? Do we need to write Jay up for a mistake city? I think there's one inhabitant of Mistake City, and I think his name's Jay. I'm going to be honest with you. Jay's been known to make mistakes. Another fantastic. This is a pretty good story. This is kind of a feel-good punk rock story. A record came out, and I saw this, like, oh shit, a Vibrators record, dope. I thought it was a nice reissue or something. This guy's been going a long time. Fall Into the Sky, and then I realized this is coming on Cleopatra, by the way. This is, and I love that they do this because a lot of bands can't do this or can't stand by it, at least. The Vibrators are saying, this is the last record we're doing. It's the curtain call. This is the curtain call record. They're calling it the final studio record. These guys have been
new album.
Brand new album. These guys have been making records for 45 fucking years. That's incredible. They did release the single from this, He's a Psycho, which I may have played and listened to and forgot. You know how it is. But I listened to some of this today. It's really good. It's a good punk rock record. These guys have to be. I don't even want to do the math on how old they are, because it would maybe taint my view of like what it sounds like, which it shouldn't. But like, I just started jamming it today. I gave it a little first listen, and I have to say, like, I just found myself enjoying the record, which is really.
Speaking of punk, my friend Benji Johnson, who runs
BJ?
Earth Tone, runs Earth Tone Studios, where we recorded. I told that story where he was working with Mike Watt.
Right.
And well,
I gotta show you something.
Well, this week he was actually out in San Pedro and rode in the van with Mike Watt.
Pedro. San Pedro.
Pedro.
He'll correct you.
Really? That's worth it just to
Mike Watt.
It's worth it. It's worth it just to get corrected by Mike Watt.
It's like you always know if you're not from here because you call it Pedro. It's Pedro.
Cool.
But this is it's funny you said that because you told me that Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Well, we were streaming Wednesday night. I actually played records because I was like, I'm gonna we're not going to play Call of Duty. I'm going to play music, and then when I get done with a record, I'm going to shelve it. Boom. We're just talking. I kept the mic on. We're bullshitting, talking. Play a record. Get done with it. Shelve it. Because I have a large stack of records I need to... You can see in the tub. It was the tub. You see that chunk out of the middle? That's the chunk we took out Wednesday.
Good.
Yeah. And so we were trying to do God's work and reshelve things and whatnot. And so anyway, in the middle of that, you texted me that thing, and I actually played that clip where he makes the food in the morning and then goes and paddles the bay or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, it's crazy because I went down we played that Mike Watt, the Minutemen documentary, and which sent me down this Mike Watt rabbit hole of looking up videos and interviews and all this shit. And when I did that, a lot of cooking stuff came up. There's a lot of stuff about eating food, but these channels, very strange. These channels had like 500 subs, 400 subs, 126 subs. And they're like, hey, we got an interview with Mike Watt. I'm like, you're interviewing Mike Watt? You've got 400 subs on YouTube. You're like a guy with your audio sounds like this. Hello, Mike Watt. You know, I'm like, but Mike Watt was like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. So anyway, of course our thoughts go to like, well, fuck, we got to get Mike Watt on the show.
Right.
Why would Mike Watt not do the show? We talk some punk here. We talk music in general, and you know, we're record collectors, and
sure.
You know, Mike Watt's.
Did you reach out to him?
I did not, but Shane, our mod, God bless him.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know if he responded. Somebody gave it a like. I couldn't tell who. It was a random person, but I don't know. We'll see. What's up, Luke?
This is his brother Melvin.
Pedro, yeah. Pedro. Dan in Canada turned you on to Boris back in 2011. Nice. Dan in Canada. Holy shit.
It was Jim Rome.
Boris is playing Cat's Cradle 8:30. Really? Like later this month?
They play here a lot, though.
They did. I mean, a lot of these bands. I always saw Boris and the Melvins and Earth. They were always playing like Chapel Hill, Raleigh area a lot. That's why I kind of became a little bit like, oh yeah, I'll go see them. And then it got close, and I was like, oh, whatever. And I just wouldn't, because I knew they were always here like 6 months later. And then COVID happened, and then you started thinking like, I don't know, man, I may not get a chance to see these bands ever again. It's the first time I had that like feeling. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Some of these you may not get a chance. So I'm not saying that's changing my mind about things. I'm just saying that thought is in there 100%. Chat pause due to scroll. Boom, get off of that. Your pipe is so clogged, miss you. May I recommend a a coat hanger? If you take a coat hanger, you can fashion anything you need out of a coat hanger.
I'll tell you, the best thing is go to Eckerd's or CVS.
Or go to Eckerd's. Hang on, I'll be back 10 years ago.
They got those it's called reamers. They have little spikes on the side. That that'll ream your hole out so good.
I'm still hung up on Eckerd's. Hold on.
Did I say Eckerd?
Yes. That's my favorite tweet I've ever done. Gone to Eckerd's. Be back 10 years ago.
I think I meant to say.
That's when I first.
I think I meant to say Walgreens.
When I first joined Twitter, I had like 2 followers, and I just kept firing off one-liners, one right after another, and I didn't give a fuck who saw it. It was just one-liner right after another, and that was one of them. Gone to Eckerd's. Be back 10 years ago. There's some good ones. There's some offensive ones, but it's casualties. You go to war, there's some casualties. What am I going to tell you, Jay? It's the world we live in. I'll make the rules.
I think it's time to talk about what we played.
No, wait, I got one more. Hold up. A couple more.
Just trying to move it along.
No, I don't have much, though. Oh, Boone, one more. This is a compilation series that I wasn't very familiar with. I've been really jumping into the whole punk thing, and I'm very familiar with the Killed by Death punk series, which is a collection of a lot of punk stuff that you never.
I'm coming back. My drink's right there.
Okay, you're coming back.
Yeah.
Jay's coming back.
Okay.
If you had 1236, you may be a winner.
Yeah, I've got a record to talk about.
No, I'm coming
Jay
back.
has
my
a
rec-
record to talk about.
No, my
so-
styrofoam cups
so-
over there that I leave every weekend here, but it's right there, so I got to come back for it. What was I saying?
You were,
Oh, the Killed by Death compilation. Legendary punk compilations of bands that you've never fucking heard of, kind of thing. Much like, nowadays, Numero Group does this. Rod and Easy does that with the Brown Acid series, which is a fantastic series of records. The Scrap Metal series, which has recently come out, that's been very, very good on the metal, hard rock metal side of things. Well, anyway, this is a punk thing that came out even starting back in, I think, 82 was the first one. And it's 3 of them that got reissued today, and I've never heard of these. Punk and Disorderly. You ever seen these?
Nope.
I wouldn't say they're as obscure as the Killed by Death comps, but from some fantastic stuff in here. Vice Squad, you can sit down at the bottom. Vice Squad Blitz, Peter and the Test Tube Babies, Red Alert, Disorder, Dead Kennedys. That's what tells me, like, okay, it's not so far out of pocket, because Discord and Dead Kennedys are on here. The Defects, Outcast, but it is a lot more lower key. You may have never heard of them. Well, there's 3 of them. That was volume 1. There's 3 volumes that came out today as a reissue. Let me check the label here, Steve. I don't want to steer anybody in the wrong way. It's the last thing I want, Steve. Spittle Records.
What the hell
Is there an IMAX theater in the middle of this? Huh? I don't know. The internet's asking what we're watching in the other room. Out of what? 14? Let's jump into a little bit of what we played. Man.
You want to make a drink?
Make a drink? What you make? Oh, get you. I got beers in there. Yeah, do you one of those? Even though they're $7 ginger beers, you go ahead, Steve. You get you one. Whatever. No, help yourself. And I got. There's cut up limes in there as well. If you want to make it a true Moscow Mule, if true confession, I have decided that I prefer my Moscow Mules without lime. I like a good ginger beer and a really shitty vodka. Oh, Raw Power Eric Bauer gifting a sub to the community. Thank you, homie. Appreciate you, dog. Tonight's set was interesting. Hey, we had some stuff tonight. Let me tell you what. And part of the point, and while Steve's not here, I'll take this opportunity to say, you guys are so psychomaniacs that send in records, and we've had guests here like live in the studio that bring records and gift records. You guys are psychomaniacs, and it's crazy. And it's at times it's actually overwhelming. And tonight is one of those moments. Actually, the other day when I realized I'm trying to shelve all these records we're talking about, and I'm pulling these records out, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I'm like, okay, here's some stuff from Ragnar, which I hadn't played yet. It's like, fuck, it got shuffled behind some stuff, whatever. And then I found some stuff from like Winebender, who gave us some stuff. And I'm like, wait, what is this? It's not like, I don't want to hear that. It just got pushed behind other records. And I'm like, wait, what is this? So, I apologize to the folks that get things that get shuffled behind and whatnot. It's never intentional. It's just, it's because you guys are psychopaths and send all this great shit in. But I'm gonna cry. I've been crying all day. You know, those AT&T long distance commercials really get me going. But wait, that was like 96. Anyway, back to what we played. What did we start off with? Speaking of which, little Ragnar joint he sent over. I got camera 2 disabled because I thought we may be bringing some people in. I'm going to need some help, Steve. I'm going to need some help, Steve. Or Jay. I need some help. Sit down there. Sit down. Sit down, Jay. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down, Teddy. I describe this guy as, in my Neanderthal kind of way of describing it, as the Icelandic Bruce Springsteen kind of character. It's Booby Morthens, who's like early on was like kind of in a punky new wave kind of thing. Then he developed into kind of a like this record. To me, it's got some kind of like U2 type elements, some like 80s synth kind of stuff. Then like nowadays he's much more of like an acoustic guitar singer-songwriter guy, highly respected across the country. It's like the national hero, from what I can understand, the national hero for music. Just kind of their champions, their whole fucking thing, and it's kind of run the gamut. And this is one I really dig this record. It's the second or third time I think I've listened to this one. This is from like 86 or something in there. But called hang on, I'm trying to get it out. Something Flowers. Serbian Flowers by Booby, and it's pronounced Booby. B-U-B-B-I. Really cool stuff. But that's one of those, I listened to it off stream and then I realized that I didn't get it like back into the rotation to play it on the show. Hey, what's up, Eddie? I was talking about you a little bit earlier there, homie. We talked about that Boris record. Oh, DJ Wiggles 420. Thank you for becoming a friend of the program. We appreciate you, dude. Welcome to the warmest stream on Twitch. Woo! Yeah, we played that, or not played. We were talking about that new Boris record, and I checked it out on your stream the other day. It reminded me, because I've got the, what do I do with it? I've got the purple, did I put it back? Where's that purple Boris at? I hate you. You guys are literally no fucking help at all. It's like, hey, I'm gonna go to the Special Olympics and hire a couple of guys to help me do an internet show. That's pretty much where I'm at right now.
I thought you were talking to the audience.
I am talking to the fucking audience about what kind of retards I have helping me over here.
What are you looking for?
That purple Boris record. Yeah.
It's not like what she makes, but it's good.
Oh, it's real fruit.
But anyway, I was talking about how there's 3 heavy rocks. I've got one of them, and there's a brand new one, blah, 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 whatever.
Take it with you.
Boom. Had to play a little Olivia Newton-John. We'll do the joke one more time. What's inside of Olivia Newton's John? Gomer's pile. God rest in peace.
It's the last time you'll hear it.
Yeah.
Until Gomer dies.
We're
Retired
Man, look,
officially.
this is Soul Kiss. It's the only Olivia I have, and I love her, but I don't have a bunch of her. And this is actually a good record, but as good as this front cover is, look at the back cover. Jay, I'm gonna need some help. Butthole City right there. White.
I don't think that's her body.
You don't think that's her body?
Look at that.
What do you think? It's Robert Plant?
That superimposed face.
It's Robert Plant's body?
Well, that face looks superimposed.
Oh, it's super. And it's imposed. But I don't think it's superimposed.
Good. This is right after that physical, so she was in shape, all right?
Yeah.
Come on, get physical.
But
Let me hear your body.
oh, a little gatefold action.
Woo-wee.
Man.
Sexy, baby.
She was something else.
You think that they made that red because
She's bleeding.
Nice.
Jay.
Day.
I will say,
Day of the shoot.
Might have been the last day she bled.
You would interrupt
full confession. What do you think about that?
Excellent.
I've never seen Grease in my life.
You've never seen Grease?
I've never seen Grease.
Man,
He hates music.
But I do hate musicals.
it's a good one though.
I'll give
It's
it a
worth-
I'll-
it's worth
I would give it a shot. In retrospect, and like I mentioned this in the stream earlier. Like years ago, I hated.
It's a real pussy wagon, Grease lightning.
Go get us
Go
pop.
go 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 go
You're gonna
go.
get us pop. Get the dog out of here!
Hey Tim.
I'll kill her. Where's the knife? I'm killing her.
Get the
You won't make
machete.
it to the morning.
You look like that woman in the video.
You get her out of here.
No, the head. The
Come on.
chicken.
Oh,
Good girl.
what were we talking about?
Getting us pop.
Where's Wagon?
Musicals. There's bands that I didn't like when I started collecting records, 10, 15 years ago. Like Grateful Dead, hated them. Love them now. AC/DC, maybe that's not a good one to talk about. Rolling Stones, hated them. That's probably the greatest jump would be the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
I hated the Rolling Stones because all I knew was like ribbons wrapped around my wrist. Like the dancey Mick Jackson.
Undercover of the
I
night.
hated all that shit, and I didn't realize like the garage classics, all that stuff that led up to that, and it gave me a different sense of what Rolling Stones was, and even that allows you to like some of that cornier shit a little more. It gives you a little more of a berth. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because a band that you enjoy, you give a little more of a berth.
Sure.
But yeah, so by that token, I would give Grease a shot, even though I don't like musicals, except for Top Hat. Top Hat is the only musical that's acceptable. And people are like, oh, South Park. I'm like, yeah, I'm like real musicals. Like, let's be grown up. Top Hat is a fantastic musical.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's a Fred and Ginger.
Oh, okay. It goes way back.
Yeah, we watched that in film school, and like I was like, oh my god, a fucking musical, blow my fucking brains out. And like 10 minutes into it, I'm like, this is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. It was funny as shit. And then they would just start dancing, and it was like, it was good. Anyway. I'm paying very little attention to chat, and I apologize.
Hey Merv, are you planning to go to that King Gizzard show in October? I think it's October. I'm there.
October.
Is it October?
The Dead,
It's in
Dead
Asheville.
Company announced they're doing
Winderbender's going.
January show, which surprised a lot of people.
Mikey will watch Grease and become a fan of musicals. I mean, shots for Olivia. Nebulous. This motherfucker's gifted 133 subs to the channel. I think we're taking a shot, Steve.
Okay.
Stranded
at the drive-in.
I mean, in the words of a great man,
Branded a fool.
in the words of a great man, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense.
I gotta watch my mouth.
Beauty school dropout.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I know Grease.
1,000. Too late.
Jay missed it.
Let's get some
Jay,
shot.
but Jay has not left. So if you
Jay
if
is
you
still
had
here.
12:36, you are.
Sleep over, Jay.
My,
Sleep over.
I dropped my
Sleep
shot
over.
glass on the floor.
Sleep over. Sleep over.
You should set up a little Koa campsite in your backyard.
I need to get a trailer. Right over by your fence. All the way up the top of the
Yeah, that's what you need.
So you can get a
Jay, is
plug
trailer.
in. Need a plug in.
I can get those.
Like all night.
You know, I went back. I wasn't
Just a
going to say
caravan.
Let's do a shot for
for Olivia Newton-John.
ONJ.
But no, the point of to this point, the best movie ever with her is Two of a Kind with John Travolta.
That's pretty cheesy.
come on.
Grease is better.
No way.
Grease is better.
No way.
I see neither.
But
And I will say this.
It's Scatman Crothers.
Her number one hit,
Yeah.
I Honestly Love You, is a one take. It's one of those classic. Oh, it was done in one take. It was like it's the first thing she did. It was like one take. It's done. That's it. Number one, baby. Honestly Love You, Olivia
Jim.
Newton-John.
Yeah. I said she's like the ultimate, like she was a cute blonde chick in the 80s, plus she had an Australian accent.
Yeah. Well, that's why she was born in England.
Everything Australian in the 80s was like, I mean, that's like top
Just
tier
like
shit.
Thongs, you know?
Yeah, soft spot for Xanadu. That's funny. I love ELO.
Yeah. I was thinking about ELO this week. Something came on the radio and I was like, Steve likes them. Steve had the thing hanging up in his bedroom.
The Thing?
The ship where you can hang it up.
From Out of the Blue.
Yeah.
Came with a spaceship.
Now that I'm kind of liquor drunk, who was that asshole flapping their gums in here last week? I kind of want to fight right now.
I got something to get you. I got somebody to put you in a good mood. The guy on the right, that'll put you in a good mood.
I can't see any of that, Jay.
Uh-huh.
I have no eyesight whatsoever.
The guy on the right, that'll put you in a good mood.
EVH?
No, the guy on the right.
That's Eddie Van, ain't it?
Left.
Stage right. That was stage right.
No, wait, you're right.
The right, they're sitting.
No, you're left.
As they're sitting.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jay had a 50-50 shot, and he gave it his all.
No, not like this guy, though.
Okay.
All right.
Jay, the show everybody meme stream is on a different
What's he
night.
doing down
It's a
now?
different night. It's a different night.
That's a Wednesday night thing.
Pulled this out, some VCLT from Vance. Our good pal Zep Pearl sent this several months ago. This Johnny Winters live at Park West, Chicago in '78.
Great.
Fantastic recording. Johnny Winters great, but I think I've always liked his shit, but I don't think it was until this live recording that I really realized how much of an absolute monster he really is. And it sounds good, and just the whole vibe of that recording gave me a newfound respect for Johnny Winters. It's so good. It's so good, man. Speaking of Vance, cashing some banana bucks to hear a little Rainbow. I just had an absolute transient ischemic attack in mid-sentence. But anyway, speaking of Vance, cashing some banana bucks to listen to a little Rainbow action. Wanted to hear Richie Blackmore's Rainbow, which we play Rising a lot. We don't play this one as much, but it's such a fantastic record in spite of the fucking cover.
Terrible cover.
Jesus Christ.
That goes on the list of terrible covers.
This and Return to Forever could be right there together, where you're
Wow.
when you hear the music and you're like, wait, what? This one even more so. Where you're like, what are you guys doing? That looks like the Muppet movie. Look at the back cover. That's the Muppet movie.
Nope.
Why
I mean, the first song on here is Man on the Silver Mountain. Are you kidding me?
What's
With-
on
with
the
that cover?
other side?
Wow.
Yeah. But it's a killer record.
Yeah.
It's really good, but yeah. Anyway, Psychopath Aaron Griffin. Not only did he hook me up with some shit at the Elder Show, which speaking of a shot of Grey Goose and some other shit, but had this record sent to the fucking studio this week, and then while we were playing records tonight, cashed in Banana Bucks to say, open that box and play this record right now.
Oh wow!
We played that side, and then old Freddie Dobalina cashed in some Banana Bucks and said, flip that bitch right the fuck over.
Whoa, really?
So we listened to this whole record tonight. My first in the collection, little Ride the Lightning from Metallica. My first Metallica vinyl ever.
Where's that fallen in the discography?
It's second. It would essentially be I would. You could make the argument it's the first because Kill 'Em All, which Jay actually brought over tonight, which I love Kill 'Em All, but Mustaine wrote the vast majority of Kill 'Em All stuff, and I think Ride the Lightning was the first time where you hear the songwriting of Hetfield
Gotcha.
and company rather than Mustaine. But fantastic record. A lot of people say the greatest thrash record of all time. For me, Master is probably number one, but it's not far behind it. For me, Master of Puppets would be number one, but Ride the Lightning and Kill 'Em All are all kind of like right there together. They're all in this very small sliver. It's like when I talk about in the 90s when you're like arguing and like getting aggressive and shit about like grunge bands and like, no, fuck you, man, Nirvana's better than Mudhoney, fuck you. But nowadays you're like, I'd suck a dick to hear any of them, like on the radio or like, you know what I mean? Like, it's funny how that changed like over time. Like, I mean, me and Cameraman, we were like Nirvana. I was team Nirvana, he was team Pearl Jam, and he'd talk. She was like, Kurt Cobain can't even sing hardly and shit. And like, I'd be like, yeah, Pearl Jam's like a fucking glam rock with a flannel shirt on with their big flowery ass guitar solos and shit. Like they're not punk at all, man. They don't have any punk roots. But nowadays, if any of them come on a radio station, I'm like, oh shit, turning it up. Anyway. But yeah, I mean, I love all that Metallica stuff. I don't know. I think I had so much of it on cassette, and I don't know. I just don't. I never went after the reissues for whatever reason. I think it's because I learned this lesson kind of early on, and you may have run into the same thing, Steve. Like in record stores, I had kind of a short list of like reissues that I need to like. I had from when I was a kid, or like new things that I want to pick up.
Or you may have a copy that's really beat up. You're
Yeah,
like, oh,
there
I'm
you
going
go.
to upgrade.
And then you go in there, and they have those, but they also have like this crazy weird thing from 1982 you've never seen or heard of before.
Yeah.
And any record store owner would tell you like these reissues will be around, but like you may want to grab the old thing, like which is typically true.
But then those reissues don't come back around.
They do if you get them. If you don't put them off as long as I do.
Right.
Yeah.
They'll be there the next week, but the week after that, maybe not.
Or don't wait 6 months. That was my Minutemen thing. I waited 6 months, and then they were like out of print for like 3 years.
Yeah.
But like I can't remember what it was. There was a Eagles of Death Metal like brand new record. And then like a Wind Hand thing I had that was like, limited 500 presses.
Let me ask you this.
And
I know you would love to talk to Mike Watt.
yeah.
Would you be willing to fly out to San Pedro
Yeah.
to talk to Mike Watt?
Yeah. We
Okay. Just need to know.
yeah, I think we talked. I said that on the stream Wednesday.
Well, you talked about you wanted to interview him. I didn't watch the stream, but because I was like vacationing and trying to enjoy myself.
I think that's what you guys were there Wednesday. What now talking about if Mike Watt said, "Hey, do you want to come here?" Because I think you said gave him a tour of San Pedro, right?
Yeah. In his van.
I think I was like, I'd take vacation time and go out and like,
Okay.
yeah,
Good to know.
yeah.
Put that in my little
That would be
crawl.
Jesus Christ.
And since I love to cook, maybe I can do a cooking segment with him because apparently there's a lot of cooking segments with Mike Watt.
Or if we should collaborate and do like okay, look. You ever had like Lexington, NC, like
Make a
smoke a butt?
like a North Carolina barbecue out in San Pedro.
Yeah, and be like, hey, look.
Oh, dude.
Which means it's going to take 8 hours.
Right, so we got to kill 8 hours with like talking shit.
Talking shit,
Yeah.
talking shop,
I love it.
drinking.
love
Is
it.
he a drinker? Like now?
I don't know.
He doesn't come off as a
Probably
drinker.
not. I don't
Actually,
think
in one of the interviews, he had like a bottle of whiskey like up on the thing, but like he didn't strike me as like a fuck up, like drunk.
No, these are not from Big.
Huh.
I scrambled to find something to go.
Did you go to Zoltar and ask? That's funny.
But yeah, we could totally do something like that. That'd be a lot of fun.
You know, I just got word. I hope nobody sees this because it's still kind of undercover, kind of on the wraps. I was told to keep my calendar open in November
For what?
to go to St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Yeah, to shoot something
Is this, you talking?
with some national.
Is this an Aaron Griffin thing?
No, it's an official station thing.
Oh,
Well,
let me think about that.
biggest client.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big Burley. That's what I like to see. NC is the king of pork barbecue. Fuck what anybody's saying. That's exactly right.
Hey, where's your bling?
Yeah, nobody. It's Merv's birthday and I forgot my damn bling. I'm ashamed of myself. We have to take another shot. Jenny. Yeah. Yeah, NC's the only barbecue. Except, I mean, if you want to
Are
get...
we on what we played?
Yeah, we're in the middle of it.
Okay.
Bizarro cashed in some Banana Bucks. Wanted to hear some Randy Holden side 2. If you guys never heard Population 2 from Randy Holden. Guitar player from Blue Cheer. What the fuck's wrong with you? Do yourself a favor. Go out and give it a little YouTube, Google search. Killer stuff, man. The next record, which came out this past year, Population 3 or whatever. Yeah, not so much. Yeah.
It's been a while.
Well, he got whelped. He got music whelped.
He got whelped.
Boom. Music whelped.
The muse has left him. That's what you're saying?
Can we see some whelps in the chat? Because I think Randy Holden got whelped. This is the example I was talking about. Speaking of big burly bro, Eric Weinbender. Things that got just kind of lost in the shuffle, and I didn't realize it and whatever. And then when I saw it, I'm like, wait, what the fuck is this? Where is this? I didn't buy this. And then I was like, wait, I think Eric gave me this. And I listened to it. I'm like, oh my God, this is like the greatest album I've ever heard in my life. You probably don't even remember this. Look at this cover, Steve. Right? Don't read them off.
No.
Okay, we're going to read them off. Read them off.
Read what off?
The names of the songs.
What?
Out loud, not to yourself.
Talking Matamoros' First Piece of Ass Blues. Asshole from El Paso. Cum Stains on the Pillow.
That was a good one.
Head Boogie. Sit. Sit on my face. Dry humping in the back of an old 55 Ford.
Boom.
Get it on the run. Tit Stop Rock. 4 a.m. Jump. Last one. Come unto Jesus. What is the? Look at this guy.
Look at the cover. Look at the gatefold. I don't know who this guy is.
Chinga Shavin? What? What?
And from 1976.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like one of the comedy albums?
Jesus Christ. It's called Country Porn. It's literally the name of the record. It's Country Porn. There's titty balls on the front of it. But it got shuffled down in some stuff, and we're all messed up when Eric was here. I mean, unlike any other week over here.
Yeah, that was an exception.
That was the exception. We're pretty messed up.
We used to drink fake alcohol.
Water. We take shots of water and be all messed up. Oh, my life. I want to fight everybody. Oh, internet, I hate you. Actually, a guy was flapping his lips last week. I may fly to his house and just fuck him right in his face with my fist.
I never caught that.
I may fuck his face with my fist. You guys ever seen a motherfucker get their face fucked with a fist? Stay tuned. Sorry. I said I wasn't going to do that. I literally woke up at 7:21 this morning because only actual grown men wake up on odd times like that. If you set your alarm clock for like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m., you're a lunatic. It always has to be like 01 or 03 for me. Anyway. Yeah, I kind of want to fuck that guy's face with my fist. Great record. I enjoyed the shit out. I think the entire chat enjoyed that record tonight. It was absolutely fantastic stuff, man. Sit on My Face should be played at your wedding. Oh, man. Fist, face, fucking. triplef.com. This was a gift to Jay from Scotty Strychnine last week. Whew. And I'd forgotten that this is the second fuzz. Is that right, Jay? Third fuzz. The third fuzz record. So killer stuff.
I held a fuzz record in my hands earlier.
And I didn't realize that, if you guys remember early on when we started ordering from and collecting records from Riding Easy Records, with my favorite label, you can see the sticker down there. Boop. They had this thing where you could pay $25, I think it was, and get 3 random records. And did you do that twice, Jay? Jay did that twice. 2 of those times, he got 2 different fuzz records, like 1 and 2. And so this was perfect. The third one was perfect for Jay, but he has 1 and 2, and he got those through that random stab through Riding Easy, which also included Spelljammer, which is an absolute, if you like sleep, that heavier stoner stuff like that, Spelljammer was in there as well, which ended up breaking down as like a, $10 LP kind of thing. Killer stuff. Killer stuff, man. Speaking of me, I dropped a YouTube video this week. Look at you self-promoting in here. God damn it, Blind Bender. Fuck.
People are leaving. They're going to watch Eric's video.
Boom. Country porn. Up in Orange, Connecticut, back in the 80s, was a country thing bar gay bar called Man's Country. I should read this silently first. And no longer for enter through the rear. That's funny because there was a place in Raleigh, a pizza place. It may still be there. Aaron can confirm.
Enter through the rear.
Yeah, there was a pizza place called Two Guys Pizza, and there was a big sign out front, and it said "Plenty of parking in the rear." And we went up there in like high school to go to like the state fair. And we're a bunch of just redneck idiot kids. We're all like beating on the window going, plenty of parking in the rear, butt fucking. I mean, just like, going nuts. Our teacher like, shut up, shut the fuck up, shut up. Like just going nuts.
Was your teacher also a coach?
Yes. He's the one that made my finger bleed from hitting it with a tree scale stick. There's probably one person that knows what a tree scale stick is in the chat.
Tree scale stick. Tree scale stick. Is that for? No, we don't tap maple around here.
No. I think I saw Luke in here earlier. Luke's a good old Georgia boy. I bet Luke, if there's anybody that knows what a tree scale stick is, I bet you Luke knows what it is.
Tree scale stick. Huh.
I know what it is. Trust me.
I'm sure you do.
Dig of the week from when we went digging with Carl, or I went digging with Carl. Sam Sham and the Pharaohs. This is the second record. Fantastic. We listened to side 2 tonight. That concludes. We've listened to both sides on the air now. Monster record. Anything you see by Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, pick it up. Pick it up. Go and pick it up. It's great, garagey 60s stuff, man. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Is it like a switch? No, it's not. It's not. It's actually
different lynching.
Measuring for tree rings. You're close, Aaron. You're close. Wooden ruler. What it is, it looks like a yardstick, which you guys probably know what a yardstick. You probably don't see yardsticks anymore much, do you?
Yeah.
But it's a yardstick, and you hold it up to like a tree, right? From a certain distance. You hold it up at a tree like this. And you can determine how many saw logs you can get out of that tree by holding the thing up.
Oh, so it's a little...
it's a measuring device for timber.
It's like...
It's what I just said. I don't know what it is you're about to add, but it's what I just said.
Geometry. Like you're 6 feet away from the tree, you're looking at your stick, which is yard.
Yeah.
You're measuring how many logs you can get it by the angle of this point to this point, that
Yeah.
point to that point.
Yeah.
So that's geometry.
It's geometry.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. But I got real good at it because we had like tests where you go out in the woods and you got a tree scale stick and you're like, how many saw logs can you get out of this tree right here? And I'd be like,
Saw logs.
bop, 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 bop. It's like 6. Boom. And write it down on my test, and I was good at it. I mean, I didn't want to have to do it for a fucking living, but I was smart about it. Just because I'm smart doesn't mean I want to do it for a living, does it? And finally, Cliff the Vinyl Cheapskate, another fantastic channel in the VC that needs more love, for fuck's sake. Cliff has impeccable taste when it comes to hard and heavy 70s rock and roll kind of stuff. Also with like punk rock and metal stuff. It goes way out in left field for that stuff. So you want to check out new bands and stuff. He's a channel that lists stuff that you maybe not have heard of. But he requested some Slade, which I think you brought recently.
I've got an update.
Okay, well,
I've got an update coming, baby.
I said I didn't have any
You won't
Slade.
believe this shit.
I didn't have Slade, but I was like, how about some Mandrill, man? That's like that funk rock kind of vibe, and this is a Mandrill land, which we're not.
That's so different.
Well, there's 2 Slades, right? There's like a funk Slade. There's a
is
funk
there?
Slade and like
Okay.
a glam rock Slade.
I'm not familiar with the funk Slade.
Although there is, I don't know if there's a Slade or
You can
a
slave? You can
Because
slave.
I have Slade.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Mm.
It's almost 1:15, Jay. LOL. I guess people have been making bets.
Yeah, there were bets about his exit.
Boom. That's what we played. Now, what we really want to get to tonight is Dig of the Week stuff.
Hell yeah.
Let me tell you what.
That's why I'm here.
This week is going to go crazy. It's going to go crazy. It's so crazy. I don't have.
Right, I believe it.
You got
Jay?
Jay's
Yeah.
got you got a record deal, don't you?
No.
Oh, that was your record?
I got my record right here.
Well,
Hey, you looked.
I think there was somebody close to 113. It was like 115 or 116.
Oh, Vance has 115.
Hell yeah.
Vance wins the
I
J
think
pool.
Vance wins.
It's not rigged, I promise.
Vance wins a new.
There's a curb coming your way.
Vance wins a piece
Actually,
of pizza at the snack
it's
bar.
funny. I was talking with a friend of mine in Savannah, and they were talking about they had this problem with curbs. And I started telling her the story about Jay, and she was like,
Why would you do that?
You can get a machine that makes curbs? Because the whole thing about curbs comes from him wanting to buy a fucking a machine that makes curbs.
It was just like, imagine if this wasn't a show and we were just sitting around talking shit. And so we're talking sports, and then we'll start talking records, and like, oh, is it Slade or Slave? And like, oh,
Yeah.
funk rock and da-da-da-da. And then off to the side, Jay goes like, on Craigslist, somebody had like a curb making machine. You guys ever seen where they push that thing and it makes the curb? And we're like,
It's funny because she said, I never thought about how a curb gets made.
but no, it's funny. It was like, I don't know, it was like $1,200 or something.
Yeah.
And Jay was like, I don't know. I was thinking about picking it up. And we're like, wait, what? To do what? It's like, I don't know, make curbs.
Curbs. There's curbs to be made.
It's like, how many fucking chromosomes do you have, dude? But anyway, let's get a little dig of the week action. So, actually, you should start with Scotty's
I
box.
should start with Scotty because I'm already behind.
Elizabeth?
You got a knife? What do you got?
What a
Old
knife!
You got an old timer?
No!
Oh, what a knife!
What a knife.
Is
Would
it
you
sharp?
make me a drink?
All right, this is from Scotty from last week's show, I think.
Just a shot of vodka and ice cube and rest with the ginger beer.
I will say I will be seeing Scotty here shortly. I don't quite remember when the Porcupine Tree concert
get that
is, but I'm meeting up with Scotty for the Porcupine Tree concert in DC. I'm real excited.
Like, biblically. Oh, look at that.
I love vinyl. All right. First of all, there's a album called The Liars. Oh, it is The Liars. Great Garage Rock Revival from 1984. Oh, that doesn't work. Thank you so much, Scotty, for that. I know nothing about this band.
That's the greatest. Scotty gives some good VCLT now, I have to say.
I do appreciate.
Roger.
Where's this from? 84.
You want Roger?
I do not have a lighter. No, I didn't come prepared for that kind of shit. What are you trying to do over there?
Nothing.
Oh, there's another record. Wait, there's two records. It was in one wrap, so I thought it was like this one thick ass record. All right, there's another one here called. What does that say?
Ooh, thank you. You got a lighter on you?
The Mesthethics. The Mesthethics?
I've been trying to say that for...
Anthropocosmic Nest. Drummer and bass player from Fugazi.
Oh.
Prog-sounding instrumentals. That's right up my bunghole.
Wow. I never heard... No.
The Mesthethics.
I think when I went down a Fugazi rabbit hole, I did run across these guys.
The second album from the Mesthethics featuring Anthony... I don't have my glasses on. I lost them like 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
Very cool. Thank you so much. That is awesome.
If you guys,
so I showed you the back of the second album. This is actually the back of the first album.
If you guys missed the box Scotty sent me last week, the 45s of the game show host,
yeah,
the Bob Eubanks.
I need to go back and watch that.
Oh my God, the Bob Eubanks.
I think I'd given up on it by then.
The Gene Rayburn 45. The
Oh, I missed that one.
oh my God. And some of them are like not just like funny and like haha, but like the Bob Eubanks who was the cream of the crop for me.
Sure.
Anyway, it's a song about cigarettes that is killer as shit. It's a great song. Like if you'd have said this is by Tom Wilson, I would have bought the fucking 45. You know what I mean? Turns out it's Bob Eubanks.
It's all about cigarettes?
Yeah, it's called. Can't remember what it's called.
About how much you love cigarettes?
Something cigarettes. Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Eubanks?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he is.
No, he died from cancer.
No, he didn't. That's Olivia Newton's John that died from that. So what do you have like dig of the week wise, Dave?
I've just got a couple from my Savannah adventure, and a couple from today. I'll do one.
Okay.
So while in Savannah, my plans were I definitely wanted to hit Graveface Records, which I did, and I shot some video. I haven't compiled it yet into like a video. I'll probably post it on the Discord for y'all who actually subscribe to the Discord. You need
real homies.
Get on the Discord. I'll probably post a video there of my little adventure to Graveface.
That reminds me. Keep going.
But
Sorry.
right around the corner from the hotel we stayed at was really fucking awesome.
I feel like you said hotel kind of weird.
It's a Marriott. It's a Marriott hotel that they've taken what used to be the dark side of River Street, which was like
something
so River
dark
Street
side.
on Savannah is like on the right side is this dark side where it's like there used to be just like a physical plant where you see a couple of stacks. Well, they've taken all that and revamped it into this beautiful Marriott hotel. I mean, there was a girder right in the middle of our room.
Really?
But the lobby is like I had shot a video for the lobby, but I decided to throw it away. But it's like the lobby is amazing. It's like full of like geodes, a dinosaur made of I don't know silver or aluminum or something. But it's like all these fucking rocks and shit. It's really fucking cool.
Like the stalactites from the zoo you bought in the gift shop? and
Kind
shit?
of, but this is weird.
I always wanted to
Anyway, right across from that was a music hall, and I ended up staying up all night writing this like email to this director of entertainment saying, "Hey, I know a band that would be really good in your music hall, blah blah blah." And
I wasn't impressed with the way you guys included.
But anyway, right around the corner from the hotel was an Urban Outfitters while we were going back and forth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they got vinyl in there. Let me go see what
do.
they got. So
I
I
used
went
to,
in there.
I used to laugh like fuck at Urban
Yeah.
Outfitters, but
Yeah.
some of the stuff they get is like
Well, they had
legit.
some weird shit. They had some stupid shit. A lot of pop, a lot of like whatever. But there were a few albums, and one I decided on was one that my wife's a big fan. It's Nathaniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats.
Yeah.
Kind of a throwback. What do you call this? I don't know what you call it. It's not blues, but it's
Garage Revival.
bluesy garage revival. So this, I was expecting. It's on Stax Records, by the way.
Why is it the Stax
And so
Records?
I was expecting to
Boss.
pay the price on the, because I didn't know. So I was like, okay, well I'm only going to afford to buy one record while I'm here. So this is the Can you see the price?
Pull it back into the white zone.
It's like $27, right?
Yeah.
She rang it up $5.
What?
It was $5. I wanted to go back and see what else I could get for $5, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna.
It was like a sale,
I'm
or
like,
it was like
yeah. She's like, she went to another register and she's like, I don't know. She rang it up again. She goes, nope, it's $5. So I got it for $5. It's a double album.
Did you go on like Special Olympics?
Well,
Day
maybe
or
it's
some
not
shit?
double album, but it's definitely a gatefold. Anyway, so yeah, so that was really cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah, they got some really good like hip hop stuff.
Should I, let me show this now? I won't show this now.
No, hold on to that. Hold
Okay.
on to that one. Are you gonna hold on some stuff? I can do some.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on. to some
Okay, so check this out, folks. Actually, let me do something real quick before we get going. So, how many different as you went into the on vacation? How did you how many different stores did you go into?
You mean record stores?
Yeah, did you make it a point?
I really
you're,
didn't.
You're on vacation.
No, I
and
wasn't.
you're
I wasn't out to do record digging. In fact, I was hoping that I would go to Graveface Museum, which I was right there on Factory. So River Street, there's a bunch of shit on River Street, which is really cool. On the back end of all the buildings of River Street is an area called Factor's Walk, which is like there's a bunch of bridges to go to River Street because River Street's a big drop down.
Gotcha.
But there's all these shops in the back and this back alley. Well, in the back alley of very near where I was is Greyface Museum. And Greyface Museum, if you know anything about Ryan Greyface, who was he played bass for Black Moth Super Rainbow. Mm-hmm. But he's also this record store owner, very industrious guy. Record store owner.
Yeah.
He owns Greyface Museum. He also does video, not video violence, video something.
Yeah, the soundtracks from
All the soundtracks from
crazy
obscure
Video Violence was one of the
obscure horror movies. He's really into horror, and in fact, he's so obsessed with horror that he was recently, this past year, up in Wisconsin, buying a bunch of Gacy stuff to bring to his museum. But the sad thing is his museum's only open on the weekend, so I couldn't go to because we arrived on Sunday night and we left on Thursday, so it's like I couldn't hit the museum. But I'm hoping at some point I will get to meet with Ryan and we'll do like a little side roads thing.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Man.
So anyway,
Yeah, Luke says River Street in Savannah is old school cool.
it is very fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
The town is it's a great little. I mean, it's one of my favorite little big towns. It really is. It's a small town, but there's it's so packed full of cool shit. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I also did some voiceover work for our video game
down there?
that Jack's working
Oh,
on.
that's still a mech game?
There's still no, not a mech game. This is a space merchant marine kind of shit. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Like still in like
It's called
early.
in the Black. It's in a beta form right now, I think.
What? That's far.
It's a playable game on
was-
Steam. I think you can check it on Steam. In the Black. And I think my voice is already in there somewhere, but I added some voices, so
Hell yeah, that's cool as shit.
anyway.
So, what I was excited about, actually, I had to shoot this morning. I was shooting a commercial for a fire department. So they I went to
Sparta?
I went to
Elkin?
Lexington. Went to like a training ground
Okay.
at a community college. So there was like all this. They like lit a fire and then went
Yep.
in and fought
Yep.
and all that stuff. And so it was a whole thing, but I was like, man, that's a lot of fucking work for a Friday morning. You know what I mean? But I did think, I was like, but it's kind of far from the station, so I had a 45-minute drive back, and in my old news ways, I'm like, I'm going to use this to my advantage, because I used to hit so many thrift stores per week, it was insane. 12, 13, up to 15 thrift stores a week, depending on what city I was in or whatever. But I don't really do that much since I moved back to commercials. And but I kind of set my path along the way, and I'm like, I'm gonna hit all these stores back to the station. There was plenty in that 45-minute drive. So I started out in the city. I was in the city of Salisbury, North Carolina, and what you drinking there? We're drinking Stephen Nash. We're drinking a little Moscow Mule action. Doing a little low carb kind of situation for me, but it's
Barrett's ginger beer.
Barrett's
Really
sugar-free
nice.
ginger beer, which is
Sugar free?
yeah. That's what I love it. It's like it looks like lime juice, like
Yeah.
this milky consistency to it with some cheap vodka and shit.
good.
And, it's good stuff, man. Keeping it kind of
And we're hitting
trim.
some pop off and some Fireball.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with Fireball. That's Sugar City.
It is very sweet.
It's very sweet. But what I really loved about today was I did get to stop in thrift stores like I used to do back in the day and just kind of take the chance and roll the dice and see what happens. And home of Cheerwine actually. And so the first store I went into was a Goodwill. Man, and God bless them. Actually, I found, and some of you guys may know this. Some of you guys, there is sugar and alcohol.
Of course there is.
I mean
Can't do without it.
the clearer
It's the
alcohols.
You got to have that chemical reaction.
I mean, this is vodka and this is Fireball, and I mean the difference between the two. I mean, I don't want to get into a whole chemistry thing here, but there is a difference between plain ass vodka and Fireball when it comes to sugar content. There is a difference, but yeah, you're right. If you want to be nip and tuck, you don't fuck with alcohol in general. But I mean, if anybody on this East Coast wants to walk around living, that's not going to be the case around here. But anyway. So I walk into this first Goodwill, and I'm excited. I found this. See what you guys think about this.
This is in Salisbury?
I found a pair of Infinity. They're like TL40s. I think they're called TL40s, like
Speakers.
full up tower speakers.
Tower speakers.
Yeah. The problem was they were like $75.
Jeez.
I know.
In a thrift store?
In a thrift store, which rubs me the wrong fucking way.
Yeah.
But when I looked them up, there were a lot of even audiophile guys that were like, yo, for under $200, this is like really good speakers. This is like, no matter what, that was kind of the kicker. Like, no matter what your amplifier situation is, these are a good pair of speakers. Because some of the other speakers were like, you need some nice, good, clean power. And these are like the best speakers. If you run these super clean, blah, 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 these are the speakers. Come on. I mean, that's some people. It's not us.
Well, yeah, there's nothing clean around here.
No. Or just, I mean, in general, like that whole, anyway. But when I found out, these were actually good speakers for any type of power distribution, they're still going to sound really good. I was like, man, I would jump all over these.
Right.
But man, $75 at a fucking Goodwill kind of sticks in the craw.
Yeah, it's a hard jump to make.
Yeah. So there's really no such thing as low carb alcohol. I mean, there is. If you drink a case of beer a weekend and you switch to drinking fucking vodka and tonic water, yeah, your gut fucking shrinks, and I'll bet you that shit to the fucking moon. These motherfuckers around here have seen it. Went from fucking balloon belly to like flat belly.
Of course, you won't remember any of that because you'll be in blackout mode.
That's the trick. You mix it with some water and some some sparkling stuff, so you're not just like psychopathically drunk, but like if you're gonna drink anyway, to where there's like, oh well, I'm just gonna stop drinking in general. If you're not that guy, I mean, the difference is incredible, especially if you're a beer drinker. I mean, beer puts on fucking...
Yeah.
And even more so if you're an IPA guy.
I love IPA.
I mean, that's Belly City.
You're looking at it.
So there's a big difference. But yeah, I mean, if I'm going to show up and fucking try to place first place at the Special Olympics next year, yeah, maybe I'll knock the whole thing off. But like, that's not us. That's not us.
I just have to be in Rayland Vineyards by 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Morning?
PM.
Anyway, so I got into these fucking I got into a couple of what I was going to say, the first one I went into, the first Goodwill. Yeah. They had those Infinity speakers. Salisbury. I had those Infinity speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Murph says they're good. God damn it. I mean, they were good.
If Murph says they're good, you need to go back and get them.
But still, 75 at a Goodwill it's not anything I wanted to do today. Let's put it that way.
Do you need them?
Nah, yes, but no. Anyway, I'll move on. So I'll go over to the other side. Good selection of games, like retro games.
Okay.
Took a little look. Didn't buy anything. No. But there's a record section over here. And I could tell it's fairly modest, but I saw a couple of things that weren't like bottom barrel stuff. It's not like, I wasn't seeing all like gospel and Christmas records, but God bless this guy. This guy had to be every bit of 85 years old. And he was like this, like shaking. And there was 3 stacks of records. It's in this little island between, on the other side there's nothing.
Are you trying to move him out of the way?
Yes. The other side is nothing but books, right?
Right.
And I look for books, but I look for one type of
Check
book.
them out.
One kind of book and one book only.
Porn.
No. Choose Your Own Adventures.
Oh, yeah.
I keep looking for Choose Your Own Adventure books.
I might have a couple at home I can hook you up.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I've been looking for 10 years. I've never found one.
Dude.
Yeah. So, but I refuse to like go to eBay and I'm going to buy a big lot, or I want to find them, like my Laserdisc player.
Yeah.
I could have bought one for $100.
Did you get my message?
What?
I was down there in Savannah at Planet Fun.
Yeah,
they had a whole box of laser discs, and we're talking $10 a piece for really killer. We're talking, what was it I sent you? Terminator 2. What was the other 2? There were 3 really killer ones, and I didn't get a response from them.
I mean, yeah, I did. I said, yeah, I have a working.
You said it worked?
Yeah.
You laser disc?
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, but God bless this guy. I was looking. He was looking at records like this. If this is the shelf is Steve, right? I'm gonna lean these up against you. Hold these up. This is the guy looking at the records. And there was 3 shelves about this wide. Bop, bop, bop. This is the guy.
It was Total Recall, Terminator 2, and Aliens. Those are the 3 I showed you. There were more, but those are the 3 I showed you. Yeah, really? That's one record?
And then he goes to the next one, and I'm right next to him, like over here. So if Steve's that guy, I'm over on the bookshelf and I'm doing this. And then I'm like, but as he's flipping through, I'm looking back.
Are you done?
And then in fucking,
So it took him like 30 minutes to go through that one shelf.
after 10 minutes, I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? If this old cat finds some stuff he enjoys, God bless him, I'm moving on. I don't need it. It's not that important. I'm moving on. I can't do this anymore. The thoughts of like, oh, somewhere in that stack is going to be a fucking butcher cover. It's like,
Yeah.
that's not happening. And I was like, God bless him.
Well,
I'm moving on.
I'm gonna.
Let somebody else
I'll
have it.
recommend this right now, just because I'll forget. And if you ever get to Savannah,
Hmm?
go to Broughton Street. There's a place called Planet Fun, and it's all retro shit. Everything in there's retro. But he's got. That's where those laser discs are. That I think were reasonably priced for like really killer laser discs. And he's got retro games. He's got tons of retro games. And they're pretty darn cheap for what I've seen prices for retro games. So
Are we Southern rock fans? Yeah, I mean, I think kind of mildly.
yeah, oh definitely.
And we did.
I love Blackfoot, and I'm really in. I mean, Skinner's great, but I prefer Allman Brothers, which I would not call them a Southern rock band.
And if you've not seen Steve, if you've not seen our, we interviewed Artemis Pyle
Yeah,
on
I hope
the channel.
I hope to get another interview with him.
Yep, look on our channel. We actually talked to Artemis Pyle about the plane crash and all that stuff.
And he even got Artemis to sign one of his records, and he
Dude.
also signed it Ronnie Van Zant because he said he thinks Ronnie would be cool with that.
Artemis signed my Street Survivors as Artemis Pyle, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, and then he was like, "Oh, I'll sign it for Ronnie too. Ronnie wouldn't mind. Ronnie'd think that's cool as shit." And just signed Ronnie Van Zant across the top, and I'm going like, I'm thinking like I'm not comfortable with this.
No, that was great.
But it was awesome.
It was fucking great.
Yeah. 38 Special, that's another one. Yeah, that's great.
I'm not a big 38 Special fan.
Dude,
You know, the
go
funny
look-
thing
go
about
look at the
38
interview.
Special, the man who wrote all their hits, everything that was a hit for 38 Special.
he lives around here, right?
No,
Oh,
he's
those
from
producers.
Chicago. He's Chicago. He's the guy who was behind Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, and he was also the guy. It's Jim Petterick. He also is,
Pet or what?
he was in a band called fuck, help me out.
Me first.
I'm
in the
your
80s.
vehicle, baby. The Ides of March.
Ides of March.
The Ides of March did Vehicle back in the early 70s or late 60s, probably the early 70s. But yeah, Jim Petterick, Chicago. He's the reason why 38 Special became successful because he wrote every one of their big hits, and he wrote Eye of the Tiger for Survivor. He might have played the Survivor. I'm not sure. Back to you.
Back to you. So I was. I don't want to say I was pissed off. I actually wasn't pissed off.
No,
I was
sure.
thinking about those speakers and the old cat looking at the records, and I kind of chuckled. I'm like, whatever. But as I'm on my way back to the highway, to continue on my journey, I realized like, oh wait, there's this another store, but one at Goodwill. It was a Salvation Army home store. And if you guys have those in your area, I would highly recommend checking those out because sometimes you can get monster deals on records and
Where?
Salvation Army.
Oh, the Salvation Army.
Yeah, it was called a Salvation Army home store. So, you know, their selection can be limited, but you get better deals.
We bought a mattress at Salvation Army Home Store.
If anybody fucks around with, I bought some crazy records from there.
And we've done some chips on this show from Salvation Army.
and some
Home Store.
grits. But my legendary story, and this doesn't mean a lot to a lot of people, but I was flipping through. I'm also a retro video game collector. I was flipping through the CDs at a Salvation Army store, and I found 3 TurboGrafx 16 games in the jewel
Wow.
case that were each $100 a piece
Right.
that I got for 99 cents. So
There you go.
never pass up Salvation Army because the scrutiny is not there like it is at Goodwill's, or at least not in our area.
It's kind of like what happened tonight for me.
It's like a classic thrift store.
Right.
It's a classic, like, rogue thrift store. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So anyway, the first thing I picked up in there was this, and I couldn't pass this up because we do have this. If you notice next to Steve, the VHS Tower of Terror, which we play VHS Jenga from time to time. No, not that one. Just that one. We don't have to go all the way around because that. No, careful. No. Cable will fuck up. Cable will fuck up. But this goes to the fucking ceiling. And you can. Are you gonna play Jenga? Play Jenga.
Okay.
Steve's gonna play VHS Jenga to show you guys. Jenga, 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 Jenga. Oh, nice! Oh, is it falling? Look, it's wavering.
Nope.
Nice.
Got full heavy metal.
Nice. That's a good pull. So I found this, and I know this is obviously from a video store because it says 234 on the side, and I love the Canon Group, which obviously means Glenn Globus.
Golden Globes.
Yeah, and it's a POW The Escape with David Carradine. This was actually sealed, I think. It wasn't like plastic sealed, but I don't think the top had ever been popped. Hold that up, Steve. I couldn't pass that up. We got that back in the way. There we go. I couldn't pass up POW The Escape. I mean, okay, that's perfect. Good job, Steve. But also in there, Steve, stuff that I never find ever, but I did today.
Yeah?
Boom.
Laser disc.
Stargate
Nice.
Laserdisc. Do have a working Laserdisc player over here, and if you guys have never seen, you don't know what a Laserdisc looks
Looks like
like.
a huge CD.
Looks like a huge CD. Picked up Stargate in pretty good shape with Laserdisc for $2. Also picked up Apollo 13 on Laserdisc. Also $2. Pretty excited about that. It's very rare you run into the. I've run into those more recently, but people start realizing like, oh, these are something weird, and it's like $7-8, and I'm like, yeah, nah, fuck off. Unless it's something crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
So my collection is like this for Laserdisc, and now it's like this. So cool. I'll do the rest of my like today digs.
Okay. Finish it with that little one.
Yeah. So, man, a band I just cannot get enough of, no matter how cheap they are or how much you find them in the wild or whatever, is the Ventures. You guys know the Ventures from the 60s? They did instrumental covers of like popular songs. They would kind of take like a vibe and like reinforce it and do like a
They
whole
did the
thing
Hawaii
about them.
5-0 theme.
And this is one of my, did they really? The original?
I think so.
But this is one of my favorites that I've ever gotten from the Ventures is a Swamp Rock, which is a little later for them, and one of the dopest
I
covers.
like that back cover.
But look at the front cover.
Yeah.
Tilt it down. Down. Or that glare.
I'm trying to get this.
Okay. All right.
There. How about that? Is that good?
All the best porn is on VHS. That could be quote of the night.
What year is this? 69?
It was a little later, but
Back cover looks like.
do you have that one?
No.
Well, if you don't have it, you can have it because I've got it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I've got that one, so you can have it.
Okay.
I bought that to give away. It was $1, and I'm like, that's a great Ventures, and it's somebody else's. If me or you or Jay or if not, we'll send it off or whatever. But somebody needs to get that one for $1. I was going to buy it for $1, but I also bought this one, Ventures A Go Go, which is a little before that. And I did not have that one, so I had to pick that up. God damn it, I love the Ventures, man. I can never get enough of them. To me, it's got kind of like early kind of punky vibes to it, like the punky garage thing going on.
Yeah.
To me, it's kind of got that. I don't know. Dentures A Go Go. Ventures cover of Green Onion Rules. What's up, Scott Lewis? Yes, sir. You got that right. That's exactly right. Sorry, I've been kind of neglecting the chat. It's hard to read things. You could smell that burnt from here, and you're in California, Steve? Okay. Fair. I mean, dude, I could... With Chinese food, I've made people throw up from my Chinese food burps.
Mm.
I've never seen this record in my life, and I have a huge collection of this artist. Jerry Reed, Smell the Flowers.
Smell the flowers.
And this is one of the this got to be the most pussy ass cover for Jerry Reed ever. But
Look at the back cover.
look at the fucking back cover. And this is not all slow songs. You would think this is all cheek to cheek bullshit, and it's not. There's some good jammers on here from Jerry Reed, who's one of the best guitar players of all time. One of the most inventive guitar players of all time. You guys know my feelings on Jerry Reed. We don't need to go over it. We don't need to rehash here. But I've never seen that, and that was a buck. That was a buck in the Salvation Army store today. Man, it really made me. It took me back.
It's a Dynaflex.
Is it a Dynaflex? Been a lot of talk about Dynaflex in the VC here recently, actually. Oh, I meant to show these off. Unless you want to try one, Steve. I bet you won't, pussy.
What? What's that? Pepper?
Thai chili.
I don't bite. I know better than to do that.
I forgot I brought these for the kids, Thai chilies. But I'll put those to the side. We don't need to do that.
No.
That'll be a problem.
No, that would be a problem.
We could machismo up and do that, but tomorrow's going to suck. We're not going to do that. And then I went to further down the highway, a couple of Goodwills down the road, when I went to some different stuff. And this is what really reminds me of what it is, what it means to like stop at thrift stores and dig and collect and really scrounge. Dig may not even be the proper word anymore. Scrounge. And I literally went through a whole section of Christmas records, gospel records, easy listening records.
Yeah.
This is one of those like rolly carts
Yeah.
that are small and the records barely
Real
fit.
tight. You can't.
And they're flat, not this
see-
way.
It's hard to see
It's this way.
what they are.
So I was on my knees digging like this, pulling like big band and fucking classical box sets like this, and pulled it up. And after I'd went through 3 stacks of nothing, literally nothing, and then all of a sudden I found there was an Emerson, Lake and Palmer, which I already have. It's like, oh, that's cool. That's a good sign. And they had like a special sticker on it, $5. I'm like, man,
Really?
fuck you, Goodwill. Like, Goodwill's not supposed to do that, and especially for something like Emerson, Lake and Palmer, which is, I love Emerson, Lake and Palmer, but like, fuck you, $5. Anyway, I'm still holding stuff up with one arm. I slide over to like the other side of the thing, and I see this thing in there. It looks like this. And I'll show it from far away because that's kind of how I saw it. Look like this. And I'm like, well, that looks like a 7-inch or something. And it looks crisp,
Yeah.
you know? So I pulled it out and I looked at it. And it says, Thrift Store Shampoo, Tyler Balm. And I grabbed it and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it's got like 8 songs on it by Tyler
It's
Balm.
a mini LP.
Yeah. And like inside, it's a 7-inch record.
It says the label scratch and sniff, but I tried to scratch mine.
It does. And it's got a little blue insert in here where it lists all the songs and stuff. And so
It's got lyrics.
it's got lyrics and stuff like that.
Where's the bottom though?
And it's hand numbered, number 392 of 500. Read the bottom.
Yep.
The final snag.
No, right.
Huh? Oh, yeah, it says, this is Thrift Store Shampoo number 392 of 500. That's what it said.
It says,
No, I found that
I
online.
don't know how I know this.
No, I found it online.
Thanks to Chronic Penguin and Birdneck Pawn, support your local thrift store.
So I looked this up on Discogs, and this guy, I looked it up on Bandcamp, and I played it, and this shit is weird as fuck. It's so weird. It's like Michael Pilmer weird.
Yeah, I thought of Michael.
I
Pilmer.
immediately thought of Michael Pilmer. It's super noisy Michael Pilmer weird.
So here's
But
why.
hold on. The when I looked it up on Discogs and I wanted to go ahead and enter it in, it said hand numbered, lyric sheet included, distributed to thrift stores around USA. And I'm like, wait, this guy or his team is going into thrift stores and planting these 7 inches.
So giving them away, basically.
This is like dig of the year. I mean, this is like
Yeah, it's really weird because I was in a thrift store today, and I came across 2 of these.
this was not communicated.
This was not communicated.
We didn't know.
I didn't know you had this.
No.
Until I saw it. You posted something on the Discord.
Yeah.
But anyway, I came across this at the thrift store, and I thought, this is so weird. I didn't even listen to it. Bought it, took it home.
It's so fucking weird.
I don't know if you can see. I don't know if the picture of the artist is in the top corner. I don't know if you can see it. He's wearing a mask. This was from 2019.
Yeah. He's got a few other records. Now, listen, this is my favorite part of this whole scenario. When you look this up on Bandcamp, in the top right corner where it lists like the artist and like, hey, it's a punk band from, Encino, California, and they grew up in the Bay, or like, well, whatever. They like. This is what it says about this cat. Tyler Baum collects old ballpoint pens. Current number of pens in his collection as of, in parentheses, 1:39 a.m. 7/6/2022.
Yeah, million.
19.
19.
19. So this cat collects ballpoint pens in
19
addition
of
to
them.
making records, and he's got 19 so far. God bless him. I mean, he's doing God's work right there.
Yeah. So this place, here's the deal. So I had this shirt that I bought in Savannah, right, for the show.
You get a receipt?
I did.
All right.
And I really didn't have anything to go with it, but I knew this was the start because I wanted the blue striped shirt. That was a popular thing they did in the early 80s. But there was like a jacket thing and some pants, and I thought I could maybe find some pants to go with it. So I went to Mega Thrift. I always get my stage clothing at Mega Thrift if it's possible. And I didn't really find what I was looking for, but there's a record section which I know is always there, but it's always like you never find
always
squat. You'll find maybe German polka. And you're like, oh, that's kind of funny, or what? Let me get that. Never anything decent.
I've gotten good things.
So
from
I went
there,
over, but I went over
yeah.
there and I started digging. The first stack I started digging in, I was hitting gold because it was like a lot of 80s stuff, which I haven't brought tonight because I just wanted to bring a few records. But I realized I was onto something, so I started going through all the stacks and I found some really cool shit. But I came across this one which I wasn't familiar with. I didn't know who the band was. It's called Ambrose Slade.
Oh.
What it turns out, though, this is the U.S. copy of Slade's first album when they were Ambrose Slade.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in UK it was called Beginnings, I believe, but this is called Ballsy, and it's the album before they were signed with
Meth Cloud.
This is on Fontana Records, I believe.
I've got some other stuff on Fontana.
I got it for $1.
Wow, nice.
And I looked on Discords, and it's worth a lot more.
Not on
than
Discord.
That. A lot. Discogs.
Made a
It's
mistake.
worth a lot more than that.
Cool.
So I was really
decent shape.
Really, I think so. Not bad. There's some wear and tear.
I need a spaghetti meal off of it.
So yeah, I picked up that.
That's pretty cool.
That was probably the biggest payoff find that I had. But there's so many cool records that I got that day. And I think a couple might be dupes. I might already have a copy, so I might be giving you those.
Hell yeah.
But in Savannah, I did go to Gray Face. Like I said, I did buy more records and spent a lot of money there. But I think the one you might be most interested in is this one that I got, which is...
Oh, you got it.
It's Video Violence. Filmed by Gary Cohen. It's the soundtrack to the film Video Violence.
We watched this on stream on the Wednesday night over on Twitch, if you guys are watching this on YouTube.
Music by Gordon Osview.
One of the best shot on video films you'll ever...
And this is one of those put out by Ryan Grayface.
Yeah.
On his TerrorVision. TerrorVision, that's what it's called.
TerrorVision, that's
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah, so it was fun.
That's
It was
awesome.
fun to kind of be in there, and he's got a lot of cool shit. In fact, there was one record I was digging, and I saw it, and I came across. I was like, yeah, I'm getting this. So it was part of my stack, but somehow it ended up not in my stack when I checked out. It's the Flower. It's that Japanese prog band that did Satori.
Yeah.
A Japanese flower something flower.
Yes. Somebody just showed that record.
It's a weird title because it doesn't make sense in English. Flower Band or Magic.
Flower Power.
Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. That's Satori. I think it was covered by.
They'll let us know real quick.
It was covered by.
Who can do it quickest?
Julian Lennon. No, Sean Lennon and.
Flower Traveling Band.
Flower Traveling Band. Thank you.
I knew it.
Yeah, so I had my hands on that.
You know the VC's ready.
It's a nice reissue of that.
Nope. Actually, it's called this.
But
Nope.
I fucking left it there, and I didn't
Nope.
go. I didn't go back and get it.
Nope. You guys are stupid. Boom.
It gives me a reason to go back to Savannah. So there you go.
Hell yeah.
That's all I brought. But I've got more. I just didn't want to bring them tonight.
No. We split it up because
We're done.
no.
Show's over.
No. Psychopath, Maniac, Nebulous Prowler sent this package over. I'm going to use water knife to get into it. Well, that was
I didn't want to be like, yeah, Steve was supposed to sing tonight, but he got stabbed last night after the show.
Who can't sing after being stabbed? I mean, if you said, like, I'm supposed to play, like, the fucking cello or something, and my hand got stabbed. Or it got smashed because I'm in the movie Electric Dreams or whatever.
What?
Oh, wow, look, it's the Eagles' greatest hits. Blank. Sorry. Is that chorus? That was chorus. I'm not looking at him. I'm not looking at him. Make sure there's nothing. Get it off me! Let's see what we got. Nebulous Prowler, who's not only is he gifted so many subs to the channel, sent so many amazing records over to the channel as well. And I've not looked at these. We're going to see what this is. Oh my lord. It's the Bad Brains.
Mm.
The debut album. On Punk Note. Is it the reissue that just came out? Holy shit balls. I actually don't have any of the Bad Brains on vinyl at all. I think that is. That's like the... Wow, dude. Holy shit, man. That's monster. That's monster level.
Bad Brains Records, the new home of all recordings owned by the band. Debut album. Yes, they reissued themselves. It says a Punk Note edition.
Yeah, the Punk Notes, because it looks like Blue Note.
Blue Note.
Looks like Blue Note, yeah. Wow. Wow. That's awesome. All right, I don't know what this is. I'll just see the back of it. Oh, Grim Reaper. enter the Grim Reaper contest. Wow, that looks... Oh my god, this looks like pristine. Everything he sends is so pristine. 85. This is the second one. Fear No Evil. Right? That's so fucking hard to find, man. You know, we play the first Grim Reaper all the time, and I love to tell how I know about him because of Beavis and Butthead. And this is, I think they reissued the third one, but I think that's the second one. And I think I just mentioned how incredibly hard to find the second one is, and how they've not reissued that for some weird reason.
Hey, listen. So, this Reefer Madness contest they have.
It's the second one, Prowler?
Take the Rock and Roll Maniac quiz and win prizes.
Dude.
Here are the prizes. RCA VCR. Video cassettes, Reefer Madness, Night of the Living Dead, and others. Grim Reaper jerseys and headbands.
Dude, hold that. Do a close-up of just that hype sticker. That is without a doubt the best hype sticker I have ever seen in my entire life. No, you're perfect. Oh my god. That's the best hype sticker I have ever seen. Oh my god. Wow. You're talking about capturing a moment in time right there.
That's cool.
Original press of the second album. Holy shit, dude.
That's cool.
Holy shit. Memories of Tomorrow Possessed, Suicidal. This guy over here, Nebulous Prowler, what are you doing, homie? Back her up. Back her up. Get her in the light.
I'm trying to get the picture with it. I'll do this.
No! What are you doing?
There's no record in there.
What, so?
There, perfect. I think I had this one.
Holy cow. On some white vinyl? That's the very first. Suicidal. Oh my god. Dude, you're a monster. All you guys knock it off. All this crazy shit. I can't even keep up with it. I got Winebender records that I don't remember getting. I got this stuff coming in. Aaron's got stuff coming in. Nebulous Prowler's got stuff coming in. Holy shit balls, guys. I gotta put the graphics up though. Fair's fair though, right? Boom. I mean, home is where the heart
Yeah, I
is.
think I do have this one.
You ain't got nothing, Steve. Let me tell you right now.
It's the one with the institutionalized on it.
You ain't got nothing.
I just wanted a fucking Pepsi.
I love that he says Pepsi and not Coke, because I feel like Pepsi's such a Southern thing, but
Well,
I mean, I don't know.
it's not.
Taste born in the Carolinas.
Some preferred it over Coke.
I prefer it over Coke.
I don't.
I prefer Pepsi, but I prefer Diet Coke. Original Pepsi, Diet Coke. But, I mean, if you're a champion of your own body, you don't do either one. Boom. Period. I think, is that all I got?
Are you a champion of your own body?
Yes. Right now? Yes. Except for the alcohol. Yes. Except for the alcohol. And I can deal with that. And even alcohol. Like I said before, it's not we're not slamming IPAs over here. So don't forget to show. Thank you, Aaron. Jesus Christ. So me and Aaron went to the with the fiance went to the Elder show. I got this sitting right here in front of me. Picked this up for the battle jacket, right off the rip. Hold that up for me. Little Elder patch for the jacket. I saw that like as soon as I came in. It was like $5. I'm like, boom. And then you drop it into a pool of something. But then I did have a little situation where I've got a really bad debit card and it doesn't run on a lot of systems very well. So I go up to the bar. We're trying to run the card. It's not running. I just happen to have, because I bought some stuff from my parents and they're like, oh, we're going to give you cash. We insist, whatever. So I had this cash in my wallet. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll buy my beers with the cash. And then I realized, like, over on the merch table, the Elder has all. I've got pretty much all the Elder records I need at the moment. But they had all the cassettes, and they were super fucking cheap, like $5. I was like, man, I could go over and drop like a 20 spot and pick up all these at one time. But then as my card fucked up and I realized, like, okay, well, all this cash in your wallet, yeah, that's beer at this point. Because, I didn't sit there and drink 5-10 beers, but like, it was expensive there. So even like 3 or 4 beers was going to cost me what I had in my pocket. We're kind of toward the end of the set. The motherfucker Aaron Griffin, if he didn't walk behind my back and come back with like the entire fucking set of Elder stuff on cassette for me, because he's a psychomaniac. So, Reflections of a Floating World, my favorite Elder. Lore, which is most people's favorite Elder. Spires Burn, that's like an EP. These are all like, I wish I'd somebody show these off. It's got to be Dead Root Stirring, right? Yeah, Dead Root Stirring. These are all from the Armageddon shop. They're on white tapes. But they were $5 each. I mean, I don't know if I'll open these things up or not. Hold these up, Steve. Give them a little close up. I talked about all of them. Give me a little 4-second pop through of each one in the light. I mean, where the light is. Nope. Come back here.
Well, it's not really holding you hold them up just as good as that.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, and you know the crazy thing is the Goodwill I walked into today. No, actually the second one, where I got the that crazy weird record, that random thing that Steve also got. I went to the back, and the reason I wanted to get back into Goodwills was 2 things I ran into today is like speakers to replace some stuff in here, which I saw but I didn't want to pull the trigger on. And the other thing was a tape deck, because I've had 2 things like fry on me recently because of the lightning strike and whatever. And I found a tape deck. It was like a Pioneer tape deck. It was $15. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the greatest day ever. So I did walk over. I plugged it into the little thing. It had tapes in it. And I hit fast forward and rewind and play and all that stuff. And none of that shit worked on either deck. Like the motors were like chalked on both decks. I was so upset. Because I was like, oh, this is the best day ever. I've gotten all this shit. Plus I'm going to get this tape deck.
I did get these shoes at Mega Thrift.
Oh.
They're Bass.
All Bass shoes? Little hush puppies? Who died in them?
I don't know.
That was for somebody's funeral. You know that, right? Still play cassettes on the reg? Yeah, I did too until both of my decks died. And then yeah.
I got a deck recently.
Murph says he does also, but mostly dad. Yeah. What sucks is I had one in rotation and one as a spare. The rotation kind of died on its own. The spare I hooked up, and literally 5 days later is when we got struck by lightning. That one got fried. So then I was down 2 tape decks, and I just recently, right before that, given Cameraman a good tape deck, and now he's like, no, take it back. I haven't even hooked it up yet, and I just can't. I can't. I'm not an Indian
Merv,
giver.
I need to get with you since you're a DAT guy. My mother-in-law's brother was in this band with the Brubeck Sons.
We were talking about that recently.
Yeah. Anyway, he has a DAT of their second album, which was never released. which I would love to get like transferred. So I need to go see Merv.
Hey, Zach, what's going on, man? Local Goodwill is depressing these days. The manager is intercepting stuff in the back before employees can stop. Yeah, that's what I was. The stuff the little 7-inch we got, which is kind of the real gem of the whole thing. This was amongst lots of Christmas and gospel and stuff like that. And there was one Emerson, Lake and Palmer that somebody stuck $5 on.
So I left one because I thought, this is not something I shouldn't take them both.
Oh, the 7-inch?
Little 7-inch.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll leave it for someone else to discover,
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy I am.
100%. Yeah, what are you looking for? Accreditation? Boom, that's what we got here. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with Soda Speak Chip Show.
That's my entry into heaven, dude.
Oh, wait, you want to see what heaven's about? Can't spell it. That dig of the week was 4 hours long. Aaron, you get out of here. You don't know nothing about nobody. We'll take a quick little break. Come back with a Soda Speak and Chip Chat. You know what we're going to do? We got stuff over there. Or you brought stuff?
I brought some stuff.
We got some stuff from Bill over here too, which you missed.
Okay.
But we can do whatever you want, Steve. We'll be right back. Grown Man Record Night Program City. Number 1, Razor Sharp. Number 1 football team, USA. Hut.
Can I help you? Yes, I have Amazon Prime and I'd like my free sub, please. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You take your Amazon Prime, you link your Twitch account, then you get 1 free subscription to your favorite Twitch channel, like a Grown Man Record Night. I like it at Mikey Bananas. He a funny guy and a good looking too. Jay, not so much. Oh, I understand. How about some free soup then? Link Amazon Prime to your Twitch account and subscribe to Grown Man Record Night for free. You gain access to sub badges and exclusive chat emotes. Subject to credit approval, void where prohibited by law. See Twitch broadcaster for complete details.
Don't worry, Mom. I'm eating right.
Don't worry, Mom. I'm eating right.
Don't worry, Mom.
He's eating right. They're eating right here at an Arby's roast beef restaurant. Eating Arby's slow-roasted, so wholesome roast beef sandwiches. Slices and slices of tender roast beef. The kind of roast beef Arby's takes the time to make right.
Don't worry, Mom. I'm eating right.
Don't worry, Mom, they're eating at Arby's.
The nightmare should have been over, but true terror never dies. Friday the 13th, Part 5 on USA. Thursday at 9, 8 Central.
Mr. Suntek O will now show you the powerful Cobra Punch.
Punch through with a Cobra CB and be heard loud and clear. Handsome exterior belies powerful interior that consistently covers much distance because Cobra made to deliver a powerful punch. Also, made to take punch.
Punch through loud and clear with a Cobra.
I'm Captain Lou Albano talking to you about drugs. Kids, don't be afraid to say no. Anyone that asks you to use drugs is not your friend. Drugs can and will kill. Remember, don't be afraid to turn to your priest, your rabbi, your minister, your moms, your dads, your teachers, because drugs can kill. And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Please.
You don't...
No, heck no. Howard!
Howard, don't knock it over.
There's a car behind. I can't even get out there. Oh yeah, there it is. Look, look, look. Look. There you go, Buzz. Yeah, I might go up in it with the elevator. But they ain't
All right, folks, we're back. Thanks for staying with us late into the evening. Oof. Making power moves with shower shoes tonight, Steve.
Shower shoes.
Absolutely. Power moves with shower shoes. Which is a perfect time to jump into a little...
So to speak.
But wait. But wait. It's been brought to my attention. Before we do all that, you know what we didn't do tonight, Steve?
We did not play marbles.
We did not play marbles. And I'm sorry about that, but we're going to have to make up for it right now.
Right now? In the middle of Third Street?
Right now. No excuses. No excuses that I'm told. Bum, 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 bum. Exclamation point, vote in the number of the track you would like us to run. Is there a track 71?
Why?
That's Merv's birthday. If you guys didn't know.
Is there a track 71?
I don't know. I don't think it goes that high.
I don't think it does either.
No? Oh, shit. What?
My back hurts.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Before you guys vote on the
That's
track.
your Elder video?
Yeah. Hold up. I got to show this real quick. This is from Elder Monday night after the show. After the show.
My back hurts. Rolly. Oh, look, we can walk. The little white gentleman says we can walk.
Don't be racist.
White gentleman.
Racist.
Just watched Elder play rock and roll music at a music club in North Carolina, Raleigh. Sounded good from what I heard, and I listened to most of it. I like them for as far as bands go. I think if I was you, I'd buy some of their records or cassettes. You don't loiter there. Hey, Diet Coke, stop loitering. Hey, Diet Coke. What's that say? For fuck's sake. All right. Okay.
All right, sorry. Sorry. I had to. I'd forgot about that. What's winning? What's winning in our vote pool here? I'll give you guys another
40.
40?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
By far.
Boom. Let's go. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting any longer. Sounding like Carl Childers. You got any French fried potatoes? Ain't got no gas in it.
Play.
Exclamation point play, please, in the chat. Exclamation point play.
Let's go.
I think I may have hit a caps lock, but I think it still counted. Yeah. Get a good spot. Pole doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win. I'm going to take a shot, Steve.
I'm gonna stop.
Okay. Whatever.
I'm pretty wasted.
Steve's turning his life around, everybody.
No, I made a really good peach banana bread with some butter I recently made.
Oh.
Very, very good. I left you a brick of it, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
I think your lovely fiance has already hit on it.
I should eat all of it at one time?
No.
Sleep till 5:30 p.m. tomorrow. That's what it's always like the late night.
Yeah.
You don't really like get to enjoy it other than just like, oh, why did I wake up at 5 o'clock p.m.? It's like, oh, that's why.
Let's go.
All right, let's get into it. Boom. You guys had enough time. I don't care about nothing.
Old snow globe.
Yeah.
Marbles on street.
Perfect for August. You guys are idiots. Who chose this? Who are the bunch of idiots that chose this? It's August.
Can you zoom in?
But you need. Why'd you say that? Look at you going backwards. Somebody's going backwards. Look at Nebulous Prowler. Power moves with shower shoes. See?
He did give the big gift this week.
I know. I kind of mean. Well, Aaron gave a gift too.
Threw him up front.
I don't know where I'm looking.
There's a big vie for first place.
Whoa.
Prowler still got it.
I owe you.
Well, here comes Deep Track Zach.
Oh, and right behind him, boom. Big burly brother, Eric Weinbender. What? Nebulous Prowler, the nifty gifter. Oh, no!
Wrong way, Corrigan.
A setback.
Wrong way, Corrigan. Well, it's anybody's game. The Prowler's still out front.
Who makes it through this obstacle?
Oh, look at that.
Who makes it through this obstacle?
He made it right through
it.
He went straight through it.
Solid move.
Inside job.
It's a chop shop job. Around the horn.
He's doing it right, though. He's on the inside. He needs to get on that one track. There you go.
Needs to be a one-track mind. Oh. Careful, they go all over.
Look below. Somebody just went past below.
Whoa! What?
Wrong. He took the wrong track.
Twatkins? Where's Twatkins coming out of nowhere? Is this an aimbot type situation? Or we got a hacker in here? I think we got a hacker, Steve.
Scotty has the record at 155, which we just passed 155, so we will not break the record today.
Look at this good-looking motherfucker right here. I'm just telling you. Boom!
Restream bot.
Twatkins. Did Twatkins just jump in here and clear this shit at the very end? Is that what we're talking about?
He was in the running there.
Yeah. Twatkins. Underground. Sliding through. Not a flashy guy. Doesn't get out in front of shit. Doesn't talk a lot of shit. Just jumps in and makes it happen. I respect that. Me, I'm talking shit the whole way, but I think Homeboy just kind of just stepped up and just ran the race, Steve. That's like Jesse Owens kind of stuff. You don't run your mouth, you just step up and run the race. Oof. Let's see the final results. And Restream Bot is Twatkins, by the way. It does tell me who it is. Skinny Artist right behind there. Right behind there. Wow, really, really close. But nobody, like, Scotty's 155.
Way ahead.
I mean, you guys are not even close. Neither am I. Good job, everybody. I can tell you guys have been working out. Training. Doing some laps around the track. It's impressive. I mean, that's all I can say. It's impressive. For me, as a man, I can tell you it's impressive. Did we do the thing?
You showed the open already.
I want to do it again.
Sparkling grapefruit called Ting.
Oh yeah, I've seen Ting around.
That Ting is hot, man. That Ting is hot.
Jamaican?
Maybe.
Jamaican me thirsty right now. I can tell you that much.
So
that's really that's how that lands.
So, I think it's like more of a soda than a ginger beer kind of thing.
There's a lime component here, Steve.
Lime?
Yeah, in my opinion. Let's hold that guy up in the front of the camera if we can. Ting. Yeah, there's definitely a lime component to that. It's almost like a Moscow Mule minus the booze, in my opinion. It's got a ginger thing. It's got a lime thing going on.
It's good.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
It'd be good with vodka.
Yeah, I could read that. Can you read it? Oh, Steve's getting creative. I'm getting curious. I'm putting on my readers.
It's the mixologist in me.
Carbonated water, sugar, grapefruit juice, citric acid, natural grapefruit juice flavor. It's a Canadian thing. Does this make me look like Chris Brzezinski?
No.
No? I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can.
Try that.
He's a handsome man. He's a handsy boy. But it's much too bright in here for my liking.
I didn't mix it.
You guys ever seen me Friday night without the glasses? This is what it looks like. That's why I wear the glasses. There's also a pink Ting. Which is a pink grapefruit.
Mm.
This is good. This has no it's a lot of liquor.
Oh.
compared to the soda. But yeah, it's still good.
Well, I ran out of soda.
I mean, because you can try it. Like, I don't need much to, I mean, I'm no vaginal.
Oh, yours is fine. Try this one. I really didn't have enough.
I'm no vaginal human being.
I ran out of soda real quick on that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It doesn't bother me none, but yeah. Good stuff. Looked up a little bit like Randy Quaid and Caddyshack 2 with them glasses.
Yeah.
Don't have it. Oh, maybe you'd like to contact Mrs. Esterhouse. You need to do the other open. Can you do the other open?
Yeah.
Potato chips, how my mouth does drip. Potato chips, how my mouth does drip.
Excesso calorious. Excesso. There's a lot of stuff on the chip, is what you're saying. Those are thick. Pampas. Look at that. Es delicioso. Stink. Eso calorious.
I think it's the first time I've been here since you've been running those new opens. And I made them. So it's kinda,
You've been here, but every time I run them, I feel like they start in the middle of them. I have this feeling like, wait, that's not the beginning. Because I'm not intimate with them.
there you go.
I don't know the ins and outs and what have you
Right.
of each individual.
So I brought some chips.
Okay.
We were some store, and I told my wife was like, "Which one should we get?" And I said, "Well, let me tell you. I know it was one of those convenience stores on the way," and I said, "I know she likes her chips loaded with flavor." I said, "There's none better on the market than the wrap chips."
Let me stop you. I was going to say, let me stop you right there. It's Wrap Chip City right there.
Yeah. So there was a line of wrap chips.
And
I'm
what
like,
better?
And so I found one that we haven't done.
On Merv's birthday. Oh, it's, God damn it.
Back hurts.
Why do they keep doing that? Weekly stills. Get off of there.
Nope.
On Merv's birthday than the Wrap Chip. 'Cause that's the most. Nothing's more quintessential in Grown Man Record Night history and lore than Merv and also Wrap Chips.
Okay.
I think Wrap
this
Chips
is
and Merv
a,
is right there. Have we not done these?
I don't think so. Not according to the chip sheet. You know, we have a chip sheet that Sweet Tea compiles.
What's your command for that?
I don't know. And it lists all the chips we've done, and
boom, there it is.
Has maybe a really good quote of something we might have said about it. So
that may not be the updated version, but it's close.
This is Wrap Snacks sour cream with a dab of ranch. Migos.
You know, Bill's Box of Sound just added me to this unique like chip group on Facebook. But I did see like one of the things to like
on the back. This is cool.
If it's very urban, I definitely want you to read this, Steve.
It says Migos. Dabbing is a lifestyle.
Wah. Hold up.
Backwards.
No, it's not.
Okay. Visit rapsnacks.net. Scan me now. There's a scan code now. You know, this Wrap Snacks was the one place that actually there was somebody there to take our call.
Oh, that British girl.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can we get her again?
So try the sour cream with a dab of ranch.
I'll be honest, Steve. I'd kind of rather try that British girl. God damn. God damn, man. Who are these sons of bitches are that run this company? And that, if you follow me on Twitter, I have like a lot of like gaming retweets that a lot of you fuckers would care zero fucks about. Some music stuff that's very interesting. The other retweets I have are all Wrap Snacks.
Really?
It's very super culturally based, like African American, like, hey, here's a motherfucker out here like doing it for his community, like kind of tweet. But it's Wrap Snacks, and I'm like, yeah, fucking A. I'm behind it. You know why I'm behind it? Because they make the best fucking chips. So much stuff. And they're like aggressively concerned about their community. Like,
I don't know about nothing about that.
You know, like, get up and do something. Open your own business. And, like, they're not a passive...
They're out of Miami, right?
I always thought it was an Atlanta company, but maybe not.
It's Miami.
But they're, yeah, it says Miami. But it's not a passive company where they just, like, put products out, collect revenue. They get out and, like, advocate for, like, shit that they believe in.
That's
which
cool.
is like, you know, I'm 100% behind it. Even if sometimes what you're advocating for is something I don't give two flying fucks about. If you're out there in the fucking trenches and you're throwing yourself out there, I'll respect the fuck out of it.
You know what I like most about what you just said? Is the fact that you will not find that on this bag. Like, if another company, and I won't say who they are, were to do something like that, you would see on the bag, like, Our initiative.
We
our
care
initiative.
about.
They don't. They're not doing that. And it's just, they don't give a fuck that's
Like some of their tweets will be like, "Hey, like you said, this is a Miami company. Typically features like very like dirty South rappers and stuff like that. But some of their tweets will be like, "Hey, if you're in St. Louis, here's some straight up like black-owned businesses in the downtown area. You can go check out some fucking restaurants and a store and a blah blah blah." And like it's an organic like high five kind of like marketing thing, not a money thing.
Right.
It's a straight up high five thing,
Right.
which I really really appreciate. Yeah, that's why I like literally like everything they put out, I just retweet.
That's cool.
I would guarantee you I'm the most. I retweet Rap Snacks more than anybody else in the country. Because some of the stuff is about like, yo, nobody does fucking sour cream and onion like these motherfuckers right here. And other times it's like, hey, we're fucking clothing the
You want to
homeless.
give them another call?
Yeah. You want to do it this time?
I'll call them. You talk. Just give them an update what we're doing. Fuck. Where'd it go?
Country code 4. That's Slovenia. Start with 10, 10, 3, 2, 1. Do I need to run the spot? Yeah. I was going to quote the Tony Danza 10, 10, 3, 2, 1 commercial. I thought better of it.
Wait a minute.
Thank you for calling Rap Snacks. How may I help you?
Good evening. This is Mikey Bananas from the Grown Man Record Night program. We have an internet show where we review potato chips, and like for years and years, Rap Snacks has become our number one go-to potato chip that we've reviewed. And tonight we're reviewing the they're called, Steve? Sour cream.
You're reviewing what, Mike?
I'm sorry, we're reviewing the sour cream and with a dab of ranch chips, Migos chips tonight, and we've reviewed over 800 chips on our show tonight, and we just love your potato chips so much. There's so much, not only is there so much seasoning on the chip itself, the potato, but there's so much passion involved with the company, with what you involve with with the community. What you guys are doing, and we just really love what you guys are doing, and we've just been big proponents of the company in general for a couple of years now, and man, we've called a few times about just how much we really love the chips and just love what you guys are doing. Steve, please take it away.
No, we're very excited to get in touch with you, and of all the companies we call, it's Rap Snacks who really, there's always somebody there to talk to that we can just convey our message to and say, you guys are doing a great job, and we really appreciate what you're doing.
Somebody answers the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these other companies, nobody answers the phone. We always get a voicemail. We leave a nice voicemail because we're nice guys, but like, it's nice to have a friendly face to pick up the phone and say, yo, you guys are doing good stuff, and we appreciate you, and like, hey man, high five across the fucking ocean, and
Okay, brilliant. I'll pass the message on for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, in general terms, what's your vagina look like?
I think she already hung up.
What do you guys think her vagina looks like? That's probably a better question. I want to see ISKI graphic representations of what her vagina looks like in the chat right now. If you guys don't know how to code ISKI,
you got a link?
Yeah. If you want to get into like ISKI stuff.
Well, honestly, that's one of the few companies that still has a living person to answer the phone.
They're not here. They're not here, but they always sound like not like foreign where you can't understand them.
Here's what I think.
They sound hot. They always sound hot.
Here's what I think it is. So these dudes that work Rap Snacks, right? They go out in Miami. They go to these fucking hot ass clubs where these hot ass women are, right? And they recruit them to be part of the Rap Snacks family. But the girls end up on the phone in the middle of the night answering calls like this.
No, you tell calls like this. Call like this.
I mean,
How often?
They might have gotten a good couple nights of blow out of it, but you know, this is what they ended up doing in the end of it. So.
I'll show you what copy.
Look,
I'll show you what copy pasta is, motherfucker. Don't tell me nothing about nobody.
Oh, did you post that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Of course you did. It's Dr. Disrespect.
That's Iski.
Yeah.
Man, fuck any more records. I'm sending a vacuum and a mop next. What are we doing? He is part of Blackfoot Tribe. What?
What?
Oh, God. Oh, fucking. If we go.
Are we going to play first tonight?
I think Merv gets to decide.
I really.
Steve, please. Merv, what do you want to hear when we go over to the program side of things? We're going to go back over to Twitch. How fast can I find this thing? Bye.
Not fast enough.
Bye. Faster than you think, motherfucker. We're going to go back over to Twitch and play some records before we sign off for the night. You guys, please feel free to join us over here and talk to us about music. You got something to say about the show? You got a beef? You want to step up? You want to get fucking froggy? We can do that. You guys want to talk about fucking regular stuff too? We can do that. Whatever. The Eubanks, he says. Whoa! Oh, we'll play the Eubanks, Merv.
We need to mix that shit in.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great 45, man. Okay. It's a great 45. Again, man, happy birthday, Merv, man. I hope it's been a good one, man. Hell yeah, dude. Hope it's been a good one.
I'm glad I was here for that.
Yeah. A little Shivas, a little Steakum action. Woo! Wee! We'll come back over here and get the.
I may not be here next week.
Get the Twitch out. That's what you said.
I reach theaters next. I really want to do a good job. I don't want to be fucking fighting it.
You didn't do a good.
I think tomorrow I'm gonna have trouble singing.
You didn't do a good job.
I did do a good job.
We like Tom Skerritt. You like Tom Skerritt. Boo! Skerritt.